how do I put it? It was like, what do you care about them? What do you care about those people? What difference does it make to you? Take care of your own life. Do the best you can for you and your family. What do the rest of the people mean to you? They don't mean anything to you. They're just serfs. They're just people. You know, what's the end goal? The end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society. They want a one-world government controlled by them. Everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip.
Welcome back, crater-dwelling peasants.
Rise above, generate, rise above, extinguish fear, rise above, abstract.
That's quite loud, wasn't it?
That was loud, mate.
Well, you got to start as you mean to go on. So yeah, welcome back, everyone. It's Friday night. That can mean only one thing. It is the Crater's most controversial YouTube podcast-a-thon. Welcome back, Andy PG.
Smooth start there, General.
Yeah. Welcome back, Andy PG.
What's going on, guys? Let's get raw.
Let's get raw. We've also got MH Photography in the studio with us tonight. He is the first official member of the Raw Academy, the first official student. He's learning how to Queef Master Pro and how to restream.
Awesome.
Two very vital, special techniques.
I mean, it's half the show.
Yeah, of the Ramish Media Collective. Let's see what other kind of views we've got on in the. That's not very successful. Let's get that camera on. There we go. That's better. Is that camera working?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. The peasant camera.
Doesn't seem to be working very well with this one. Okay, so we're back. We're back, and tonight we are having a Clown World call-in. It doesn't seem to like that camera. We'll leave that one off. We'll put that one on instead. That one seems to work all right, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, big shout out to Esoteric Night of Malta. We haven't seen you in a while. Who else?
Shout out, Rob. Good man.
Pamela Swan. We got Snell. Big up to all the Ramish.
Eye for an eye, of course.
Ramish ministers.
Fuck me, we've got people messaging us on Skype already.
Oh, already. Yeah, tonight we are going interactive. It's a Clown World call-in. I haven't called it customer services. It is customer services, I guess, really. But we are also going to be concentrating. We're going to be getting back to basics, really, once again, by analysing the Clown World media. Right, now, again, it's one of those moments where I never really have to go on about stuff like this, but before we get on with the show tonight, I do need to make a little statement, or a restatement, a raw statement, based off something I said last week.
Oh yeah, let's get this shit.
Yeah, let's just get out of the way, because it's really stupid. We need to finish all this off, right? Last week I made let's say a defensive shot across the bow, right? And for anyone that's paying attention, I was talking about Lee in the Guardians. Now I talked about what's been going on, and I did point a bit of a finger at Lee, based on the information that I had. Now, since then, myself and Lee, right, we've actually spoken in length on two separate occasions. I think we've both had very honest conversations. Now, the fact is, Lee, I pointed the finger at Lee because of this smear campaign. Now, we both think, we spoke about this in length, and we both think that at the end of the day, there's been a lot of Chinese whispers. Now, Lee has
a lot of outright fucking bullshit.
Now, Lee has apologised to me. He has held up his hands for the part he played in it, but he didn't instigate it. He told me that he didn't instigate it, and I believe him. He has apologised for his part in it. He admitted he was wrong, and I have duly also apologised to him for maybe insinuating that it was all down to him. It clearly wasn't the case based on what I know now. So like I say, right, we've sorted it out. The last thing we wanted was some silly internet feud. Yeah, that's the last thing we wanted. And, I will also say, for anyone that's been back and forth with comments throughout the week, or, don't get involved in like snide comments or abuse and stuff like that. That ain't Rise Above, and I certainly don't condone it. For anyone that thinks they're sticking up for me, yeah, appreciate it. But if there's a
Lance is big enough and ugly enough to fucking take care of himself, especially on the internet.
If there was a battle to be fought, yeah, and especially on the internet, I can fight my own battles. But the bottom line is that Lee and I have come to a mutual agreement about some things that we've disagreed about, which is absolutely fine. And we wish Lee and Inner Guardians and everyone that he's working with all the best, and he's done the same to me, and that's exactly how we want to keep it. Should we just, Andy PG, can you just press a button so we can just put a line under that silly business?
Lord Schwab says.
Lord Schwab
You
says,
heard it from Schwab.
Yeah, fill your mouth with bugs and stop chatting shit about people on the internet. Yeah. So, yeah. That's that.
No more of this.
Big shout out to Inner Guardians.
We've got a lot of respect for Lee here on the show. He was on the show for fucking 2 years. Do you know what I mean? He put out a lot of good information. Everyone liked him. We've helped, gave him a decent platform and stuff. And
we all worked.
We think he's doing good work.
We all grew and learned together, and we're still all on that journey, and that is the most important thing.
Yeah, and he just wanted to step away from Rise Above because he wanted to focus more on the occult stuff.
And let's face it,
and the esoteric.
We've already said what we're doing, is a certain thing. We're New Organic Media. We are aiming to provide a Friday night entertainment show based in non-clown world truth as a benchmark.
NCL Media.
Yeah.
NCW Media.
I think the Guardians and the people he's working with are doing a great job in going, a bit deeper into certain subjects.
It's a bit heavier. Do you know what I mean?
A bit heavier. Horses for courses.
There's no DJs and music and stuff like this. It's completely different. But yeah, we got a lot of respect for Inner Guardians and what the work
and we wish him all the best.
Shout out to Helen as well.
Yeah.
So that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Moving on to Michael.
So you guessed it. I've been busy with Al Gore. I'm really mastering this Al Gore technology. Hey, Michael. We've been really mastering this Al Gore technology. So what is Clown World Calling all about? What is it all about? Well, I guess... we're obviously merging or schwabbing together our customer services where we like to get interactive. We like to hear from you guys.
Yeah, because people they don't have to call in about Clown World. If they want to complain about us or our event was shit or something, whatever, then you're more than welcome to do that as well, guys. So yeah, we've schwabbed the two together.
Yeah. Obviously, we are taking all types of complaints and feedback tonight. Oh, big up to Sheep Farm Studios in the chat. We are the Resistance. Big shout to Dom and Chris. We love you guys. Okay, so yeah, the lines are open. If you know me well enough to have my phone number, you can call me up. If you have got me on Facebook, inbox us. I might give you my phone number. If not, Skype, riseabovelivestream@gmail.com. We're also taking emails if you don't want to, speak to us. That's absolutely fine too. But we are going to be analysing Clown World Media tonight because I think people keep saying to me, aren't you concentrating on music too much? You're losing your roots. You've got to...
We listened to the comments. Oh, fuck me, we've got a call already.
Call already? Who's this? Hello, welcome. You're through to Rise Above.
Oh, good evening, bro. I know all the code words. Do we still have to use them?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We need to use the code words more than ever.
You'll get fined 10 peasant shekels per swear word.
Is that Matt?
Oh, that is Matt. Yes. Hello, bro. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you, mate?
Oh, mate, I've just spent the past 4 days inside the belly of the beast in Yeovil District Hospital with my poor sick mother, and let me tell you, it's arm spear fucking central reaction inside there at the moment, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, right, okay, so...
Coviot corpses all over the place.
Literally, it's like The Walking Dead inside there, bro. It's fucking mental, right? My mum went in there on Tuesday. I arrived on Wednesday morning. The 3 women opposite her, you've got a 60-year-old who didn't move for 2 hours. They checked her resting heart rate. It's 135 beats per minute. The bed dead opposite, which the first lady was in there, was an ex-Commonwealth Games athlete. No shit, I Googled her. She's now got a mystery illness she's had for a year and is losing weight like an Ethiopian back in the 1980s and looks like Skeletor walking. The woman in the bed, number 3, who is still there, sounds like she's been working with asbestos for 30 years and she's never smoked in her life. And she's got these mystery growths on her lungs. I listened to the doctor describe it, and he said they look like lymphoma, but they're not lymphoma, so we don't know what they are, and we're not going to start chemotherapy yet. And then the Commonwealth athlete woman, she got kicked out this morning because it's bank holiday weekend coming up, and they're trying to empty all the beds. And then there's a young 23-year-old girl that came in, and she hasn't eaten for 7 days. And she's got pains in her back. She can't breathe. She's got a racing heart as well. And again, it's a mystery as to why she's sick. And I'm just sitting there listening to this over the past 3 days, and all the doctors are walking around saying everything except the obvious arm spear coincidence. And 2 of the women I heard on the first day say that one of them was in the vulnerable category and she's going out for a booster as soon as she leaves. And the Commonwealth Games lady said she's had 3, but she's not going to have any more, and stop the conversation there.
Does she? Oh, was there no escalation of conversation there? Like, does she think it's from the arm spears?
No, well, the woman with the asbestos lung, who's like 85, 90 years old, never smoked in her life, I heard her tell the doctor. Her daughter, I heard her saying to the doctor, well, Mum only started getting sick after her second arm spear.
Right.
And, her daughter pretty much, but her daughter's wearing a painter's duff mask the whole time she's in there, but then her mum's got growth on her lungs, so you can understand her doing that for her mum,
Yeah, so, sure.
Yeah, but it's honestly, bruv, it's absolute carnage in there. It's absolute carnage, and none of but then the staff in there are walking around, most of them without masks on. A few of them have still got them on, but most of them 0 masks.
Right. Wow. I mean, what a first caller.
Yes.
We haven't even got past
straight down to business. I haven't even done like the sponsors or anything yet.
Let me put the icing on the cake, Mo. I went in this morning to give my mum breakfast because we just don't trust the motherfuckers to feed my mum, because mum's paraplegic because of the MS. She's got no muscle shit. I was in there this morning. Dad comes back this afternoon and says, "Oh yeah, they were trying to kick everybody out this afternoon because they just had positive cases of COVID in the hospital. Oh, sorry, COVID. So they're going to have to and they were literally." The woman opposite, who's got the resting heart rate of 135, they're trying to go home. The poor woman can't live on her own, and she's getting dizzy spells, and she can't stand up. And they're trying to kick her out of the hospital because allegedly there's COVID inside there again. And this happened in the space of me leaving from 8 a.m.
What's that new variant called?
Alcatraz or some,
Alcatraz. Sure, it's the name of a demon or something.
Yeah. I think they can just do this at will now. They can just use COVID. They could just shout COVID.
Shit, right, we need to be really careful, please, about what we're saying.
They can just shout COVID and just use it for...
Can we say Hovis? Say Hovis.
Hovis. Well, I'm back there at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'm going to wear that T-shirt you gave to me, Lance. It's cleaning in the wash from when I wore it on Wednesday. And I'm going to have my Reject the COVID Union hoodie on. And tomorrow morning, I pity the fool who tries to walk into the hospital to feed my mother breakfast. I'll tell you that much.
Good. That's what we like to hear, mate.
Mate, I'm so sorry to hear about your mum.
Yeah.
Bro, literally, I came back in 2019 because she was on death's door, and she's still going now, So she's a tough old bitch, bless her.
Well, stay strong, my man.
Yeah.
I will do, bro. I just thought I'd give you the update on the NHS.
Yeah, mate, that's great.
This is the Clown World calling. This is the type of story we want to be hearing. So thank you for kicking it off with that.
Right, nice.
That story tonight.
It's been really weird just listening to your voice. I'm going to have to hang up this call and watch you Mother Humpers on YouTube again. All right, bro.
All right,
we will
take care,
catch up
Matt.
soon, boys.
Yes. Yeah, mate, definitely.
Fucking fight on the good fight.
Cool, man. It's great to talk to you.
All right,
later, bro.
Take care,
mate. See you soon.
Wow.
More from Clown World there.
Well, straight in at the deep end.
Yeah, that was the deep end,
Yeah. So, we barely got the picture of
Michael up.
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald, yeah.
Yeah. So, right, where are we going here? Okay. So, last week we did have Ramesh Radio again. I know everyone doesn't like having the tunes, right? But,
Hey, listen, right? We just put on an event, right, which was loads of work. Yeah, we had a couple of 1 week off, didn't we?
Literally,
and then we were straight in again. Like, fucking apologies that we didn't have
the thing is,
show-stopping show.
What people forget is, like, for me to put on a full show of 3 or 4 hours, it takes like 10 hours to prepare. So
sometimes more.
Yeah.
And it takes what we do for like the Clown World stuff. Like we've got WhatsApp groups and we're sending stuff.
We're collating this stuff all week.
So it takes a week to actually gather a show together. But I thought it was a good show last year. I had Sinstar Dread smashing it. Bartender, Magics back to back. That's never happened.
Look at this killer photography from old. I'm going to call him Triple M, Media Mogul Matt. Look, I think this is amazing. He's been capturing all the stuff at Equinox as well. Did this edit the other night. Really nice stuff there from Matt. Okay, let's go straight into the meme world. Okay, Auntie Covia is really, holding up that torch. She's really flying the flag for Ra. I would say, that heavy is the head that wears the crown. Auntie Covia. Rise Above does exactly what it says on the tin. Oh shit! No, what am I talking about? This is Snell's meme. Holy shit!
This is the one that Snell came up with.
I think Snell's going to take that as a massive compliment. I saw it, but obviously he's very inspired by AC.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great meme. Sorry, Snell. Yeah, this is Snell's meme, the meme Snell. Rescuing peasants from the apocalypse since 2020.
Mate, somehow Auntie Covia has acquired another image of me. I was coming out of the gym earlier.
That you put in the group chat earlier
and
on.
she don't start doing that. And she sent me a picture, said I've got some more like meme ammo now. It's one of me in the merch stand at the event. I can't even remember who took it, where it was taken.
Matt took it.
No, I don't think it was. I think it's just off someone's phone.
No, I posted Matt's photos today. Just an hour ago, just before the show. Bloody hell. I could have shaved today.
She sent it to me and said she's got more ammo of me.
Big shout out to Graham, eye for an eye. Tree climbing Matt in the house. Cheech McDuck, Luxury Turtle, Hog Damn Munch, Pamela Swan, I see ya. So yeah, let's just gaze our eyes upon this one last time. Excellent work from the meme Snail. Okay, so right, yeah, we've got some exciting news.
Straight in.
What did we do last Sunday?
We went to check out the site for our next event.
This is a particularly poor quality. It's because it's in a 3D camera. This is a little Ramish committee meeting that we had in, what was it called? Was it the White Hart?
Was it called the White Hart? Yeah, we weren't going to go to the other one, but it's shut.
No, we tried to go to the Netherfield Arms. But yeah, we had a little business meeting before going to Hope Sussex last week. I mentioned some stuff on the show. Well, lo and behold, this
is the after board meeting.
Yeah, this is the after board meeting. This is by Auntie Covia.
Yeah.
Let me just do.
This is how we organise.
This is. What was this? Rahimian Grove.
Yeah, Rahimian Grove. Yeah. So we actually commissioned this at that pub, didn't we?
Yeah,
I messaged Auntie Covia on audio message, and you chimed in. We just commissioned it there and then in the pub.
Damn
we
right.
said we want this doing Rahimian Grove. So from the left, we've got Magix, Snell, Terra Slim. Lance obviously running the show. And we've got me, we've got the Empress.
Tinfoil hat Monty Python Jesus. Yeah. That's my new persona, is it?
Oma Beats and Baz.
Yes.
All round the fire with the rat. Look, they've got the 333 on the stopwatch.
The Ramish Committee of 8. Well, 9 including the rabbit. Anyway, what am I talking about? What is all this about? This is what it's about. It is now official. 8th to 10th of September, the first ever. Let me just get rid of this fucking graphic here. 8th to the 10th of September, in conjunction with Hope Sussex in TN33. Yes, that's really their postcode. Of course it is. We're going to be working in conjunction with them and showcasing their amazing facilities at the first ever Rise Above Conference Weekender. It's called Ra Summit 23.
That's it.
Okay. So on the Friday night, we have Rise Above live with a studio audience for the first ever time. First ever time. It's a first. Lots of firsts at this weekend. We also, on the Saturday, it's all about Ra Academy. It's actually the launch party. And we're going to be having some select Ra Academy workshops to show off the excellent facilities at Hope Sussex. We're going to have, you're doing a natural law.
I'm doing a natural law presentation.
Scratch masterclass with Oma Beats. I'm going to be doing my special seminar, Michael and me.
Me and Michael.
And
then, of course, we've got Mark Devlin.
Yeah, Mark Devlin is going to do a bespoke speech about the occult and the esoteric influences in the rave scene and how it might have been steered a little bit like the Summer of Love.
Yeah.
He's going to talk about MDMA and maybe drop some bombs that people who think they know about the UK rave scene maybe might not, and the truthers. Maybe might not know. Tweefers.
Yeah.
Tweefers, Michael. So, yeah, I'm very, very... Let's just get this one on the go. Goddamn tweefers.
Anyway, yeah, it's going to be sick.
Absolutely sick. Okay, so...
Shout out to Sadie and all her crew there.
And as you can see here, it is got, like, really good facilities, like classrooms and stuff. So for
it's decent. They've got a big canteen there as well, like cafe thing, haven't they?
Yeah, so for all you guys that don't like going out to the woods... or aren't
and down in Dorset,
down in Dorset. Remember, this is further up the east coast. It's a little bit inland. It's not on the coast. And, you know, there's facilities there, toilets, there's going to be concrete on the floor, electricity. It's not an off
Showers,
experience.
man.
Showers.
Showers.
Yes. Yeah, and there's plenty of hotels and Airbnbs.
One massive camping field, which is literally just next door to the. I'm not going to tell too much away.
Yeah, we're not all about plugging events tonight anyway, because I'm just letting you know about this. Tickets are on sale right now. You can get a weekend camping ticket for £75, or for £99 you get the whole rabbit ticket, which includes a spot in the studio for the live podcast. You get welcome cocktails, special program. I'm sure we'll throw in a couple of extra surprises for the whole rabbit people. Yeah. So get on the website now. Let me just show you a QR code, and then I promise we'll get on with Clan World. So yeah, here's how you get your Raw Summit tickets. You can scan the QR code right there.
The Schwab code.
The Schwab code, thank you, please. Right. Do you remember the Azov Battalion?
Careful now.
Oh, shit.
Careful.
Oh, God, we can't talk. Well, this is the Razov Battalion. Do you know who made this meme?
No, I don't know.
Oma Beats.
Ah, he sent this in, didn't he? I didn't realise he made it.
It's an Oma Beats meme.
Nice.
How many people can you name on there?
It's this veg right in the middle.
Yeah.
Holding a picture of you dressed as the general.
There's Rise and Shine at the front.
Yeah. Baz.
That's Virus Man. This one here, that's Virus Man.
Yeah.
That's Nicky Longworth.
Yeah.
Spitter.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually borrowed Evelyn's sunglasses there. Evening Victoria. I've just seen she's just said Evening Rise Above. Yeah, Snell, you like that one? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Oma doesn't often make memes, but I thought that's quite good. Most of this is taken from my stag do when we went go-karting.
Right.
Yeah, that's why people have got that on.
He's done a good job.
No, he has done a very good job. Big shout to Oma. Right. And here on the left from Auntie Koviet, this is on the right-hand side is a screenshot. Well, I took a photo of the peasant machine. We can go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
How much was my bill?
Well, do we even need to?
So yeah, what was I getting? I was picking up some Ramesh rabbit relish. You don't hate it, you love it. Haters try Ramesh build. 639 grams of Ramesh rabbit relish.
It's got the Eye of Ra on the label.
Brilliant, Auntie Koviet. We love that shit. Remember, guys, if you want to chat to us, the phone lines are open. You can call us on Skype, riseabovelivestream@gmail.com.
I've got the email here as well, guys. So if you want to just send us an email, if you don't want to actually talk on the show, that's cool. Also, if you're fortunate enough to be friends with Lance on Facebook or myself, you can send us a Facebook message and we can do it that way as well.
Yeah. Or you can find my phone if you...
if you're privileged to have the cult leader's direct number, then you can feel free to call in.
Mark had it. Maybe he'll phone in.
Michael.
So what we're showing here, I'm showing here that on the second channel, which is Rise Above, just Rise Above with threes, you can get all of the edited content. Inspector Veg has been like, I don't remember that happening, because we've been posting loads of the veg stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't remember saying that. I think he was so blinded by the lights when he was here. He was just like...
He was in awe at the studio.
He was like,
he does like our studio.
Veg was like that, just like, whoa. I think...
Mate, there's a lot going on here.
Hey, there is a lot going on here.
Especially when the Crucible's on fire as well.
Yeah. We're not even flashing up the Crucible tonight. We're just keeping it strictly chat.
Yeah, we're not allowed.
Well, you know, I keep saying we've got to keep diversifying and keep it fresh. So we can't just have the same thing every week.
No, of course. Anyway, guys, check out the bite-sized edits.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, interesting story here. I think I told you that last week we were...
Just move the Schwab code.
Yeah, so much on the screen. We've got to be there at 3:30 tomorrow for this Teddy me and Oma Beats Double LMC. Be there at 3:30. Now, funny that I've got this. I've never played this place before. It's very commercial. It's sponsored by like Hall and Wood Hatch Brewery, like the local brewery. It's like a family festival
In Blandford.
Yeah,
I've seen her.
But the funny thing was, earlier this week, and this is just a little sidetrack here, a little story about me. I contacted one of my booking agents, and I was like, how come I haven't got any details for Bournemouth Sevens this year? because I've been like hosting all the stages there, or a lot of the stages for like the last 5 years. Even before the Soviet Union, for a good 3 years. I've taken Spitter there 2 years.
He loved that as well.
Oh yeah, Spitter loved it. So I go, oh sorry, no, you're not booked this year. Now,
Lance.
oh yeah, we've got a guest.
Yeah, we've got a guest in the ground. No, go on, finish the story.
I'll finish the story. I'll finish the story, then we'll have our guest on. So I was like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. And I didn't really want to ask why, but I thought, well, why not? Shouldn't I? Should ask really. What are you doing at this screen, you bumhole? Right. So anyway, they said, oh, well, all it is the promoters feel like some of the stuff you said last year was a bit political. I was like, really? Really? Now, here's the thing. It wasn't last year that we came back after the Soviet Union. We came back at that festival at 2021.
You guys rocked up, right, in everything exempt
t-shirts. Because here's the thing, to get into Bournemouth Sevens, you had to basically anally swab yourself.
They were hot on it.
They were hot on it. So, I contacted their people. I said, listen, I've been playing it for 3 years. My whole crew is exempt. By our very nature, we're just everything exempt. And that's why we came up with the concept for everything exempt. And they said, okay, well, obviously, you lot aren't going to have to be tested. So I was like, if this still doesn't sit right with me performing at this pro-Soviet festival. So I was like, the only way we're going to do it, boys, is if we go there with everything exempt T-shirts on and we do bars. And we had little ones to everything exempt. They didn't need a passport and no test, everything exempt. Well, it took them 2 years to catch on. So anyway, yeah, they were like, no, sorry, can't play anymore. I was like, well.
That's happened to you on more than one occasion, hasn't it?
Outlook Festival, Croatia. That was before the Soviet Union even happened.
They banned you just because of your politicalness.
I don't even like politics. I think I just said something about Donald Trump that was like the opposite to what everyone else is saying. Anyway, speaking of people who have got controversial views that piss people off and getting lots of trouble for them, I think we should speak to somebody on the other side of the water. I've got just as I said that, she disappeared. She's back. Right, we've got Shakti from Ireland. Remember, I keep going on about New Earth, guys, right? About this exciting new partnership we've got with this amazing conscious festival over in Ireland. Well, I'm going to welcome Shakti.
Yo.
She is the boss of New Earth. Welcome, Shakti. How you doing?
Thank you for having me on. I'm grand. How are you?
Yeah, really, really good. Welcome to Rise Above. Please don't say any swear words like the C word or the V word.
I'll try.
Right, now you've been getting in trouble a lot recently, haven't you?
Trouble.
Go on.
I haven't really gotten into trouble much. I've been talking my way around it.
Now, you and me have got quite a similar story over the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But maybe they've come after you a little bit harder than me. For anyone that doesn't know, give everyone a little outline, apart from, New Earth and everything, what you've been up to over the last couple of years.
Oh, where to start? Well, yeah, here in Ireland, we had the longest lockdown of Europe, and it came down pretty hard on all of us. And so, we began the resistance. I was deplatformed the first week of lockdown, and I had to start a whole other few pages. I've been posting since 2011. I had a page called...
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's how, yeah. I'm sure she'll come back in a second. But people, we've had this stuff before when me and Lee started to talk. I'm sure this happens to Shakti all the time. This is how they get to us by not allowing us to speak to each other. Welcome back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this always happens, isn't it? There's always interference when there's big connections.
There's nothing wrong with your signal. You're like crystal clear. It's really good high definition. You've got all green signals. There's no reason for it to be cutting out. What a load of bullshit.
This happens on every interview I go on, funnily enough. So synchronicities or patterns or coincidences.
Now, you... what did you get up to yesterday? Because I've got a little video.
Oh, that was today.
That was today? Right, because we're talking about Clown World, yeah, and we've talked about what's going on with the drag queens and the rainbow clown trans
the
agenda.
alphabet mafia,
right? Shakti's taking it on head on. Do you want to talk about it first, or should I play the video?
I'll give you a little background. So I'm homeschooling my 6-year-old, and a few weeks ago I went into the library to get some books, and we came across the Gay BCs, and it's basically a toddler book, like from 0 to 3-year-olds, and it's very it's sexualization of, it's grooming, you know, it's just so wrong.
Yeah,
and there we go.
There you go. Yeah, you can tell she's onto one. There was no problem with that connection, is there?
We'll keep doing it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's okay,
Shakti, we've got all night.
Yeah, we've got
all night.
You guys are coming, right? We've got loads of time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, look, put the video on. Let's show them.
Okay, all right. Let me just
we went to the Minister of Education today to pay her a little visit.
This is the Minister of Education for your county, right?
Yeah, for the whole country.
For the whole country. Okay, wow, look at this.
Norma Foley, if she's seen the new textbooks. EDCO have produced these textbooks. They are unbelievable. Parents will go berserk when they actually see what has been put into the hands of our 13-year-old children.
Any comments?
And Norma is just ignoring us. She won't communicate with me. Oh, I'll pass it on to somebody else.
Are you under orders to not say to speak on this subject? What subjects are you able to speak on? What subjects have you been given the green light?
Can you speak for the children?
Please.
We've been informed that there was a peaceful protest.
Yes, this is it.
Today, outside our office.
We decided to come.
No, we haven't started the protest
and
yet.
that's fine. So we would just ask if you would leave. We take no.
Why should we leave? We didn't get any answers.
Yeah, we need
I'm
answers.
going to leave, but can I just say, I find it frightening that the lady who I write to will not respond, and I'm being told to get out of her office when I come to see her.
Yeah, I mean,
That's democracy.
Okay. Also, as a priest, communicate to Miss Foley that she's a total hypocrite. She calls herself Catholic, and yet she promotes practically everything that contradicts the Catholic Church.
But we're to protect our children from groomers and paedophiles. And there's a paedophile ring in this town, and it needs to be called out further. And I think that people need to start speaking up because there's a lot of victims. And we need to protect our children from these predators so we don't have more victims. And where do we draw the line? In school? They're not protected in the library? They're not protected in school?
The schools now are no longer educational institutions, they're indoctrination institutions.
Into the Marxism communist regime of Agenda 30 and the New World Order. And you're not taking orders from the Irish, the government of Ireland, who's a corporation. We're not doing business with them anymore. We're doing business with the World Economic Forum.
And now's your chances, a man, to stand up for what's right, so you look yourself in the mirror when you go home. Because this is absolutely despicable stuff. Teaching children pornography, how to masturbate, sexual intercourse, having first sexual experience. Telling boys they can be girls, girls they can be boys.
Even adults don't want to hear about this. Why are we telling our children? Children believe in the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. What is going on? At what stage are we going to draw the line? We've been talking for 3 years in the middle of this town. Do we care about the children? Because everything we're doing here is for the children.
I do feel sorry for you. Because I think you're in a very difficult position.
Hello.
Hi.
Here and there. Hello.
You're all well?
Because I do feel sorry for you because I think you're in a very difficult position.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But as citizens, we have a right to speak our minds. You know, hopefully it will never become where it's a police state where people can't speak what they really believe. That would be a real tragedy. I hope Ireland will never reach that point.
I think we've reached that point. We're on a very fast track, and Garda, I hope you hear on our side to protect the children.
Just ensure
That the children are safe.
This is why we record everything. This is why we record everything.
And God bless everybody, because we're here by orders of God. We answer to God only. We're sovereign people of Era.
So, God, can I tell you what?
Are you happy to have these people in here at this present time, then, sir?
we'd rather not. Because
So we'll stand outside.
You can protest outside if you want.
Can I tell you what we're here for?
We talk with our boat. We talk with our boat.
Can I just explain to the Garda here what we're actually here for?
Norma
Foley is actually trying to introduce masturbation. This is a private office.
There's actually a pulse number for an investigation for this.
But I'm not willing to leave yet.
Sorry, these people have asked you to leave.
Are you,
I'll talk to you outside.
Are you friendly with me? Is it a public office, Lord?
It is, but these people have asked you to leave.
Okay, well, I think we get the gist of it.
Wow.
Shakti, you're a hero. That was amazing. Oh, she's just right. Obviously, you guys can't see what's happening in the green room. Throughout that video, she must have been kicked out about 15 times, and she's frantically trying to jump back in. So yeah, powerful
Heavy
stuff
shit.
there. Here she is again. Well done. You smashed it.
I'm probably the most censored person in Ireland, so I'm not a bit surprised.
You went into that school and dropped a truth grenade.
That wasn't a school. That was like the education minister.
Oh, the education
her
minister. Right, yeah, you went
He
and dropped
wasn't
a
there.
truth grenade there.
That receptionist was like, just like, wow, what have I got myself involved in?
Why did I sign up for this? Yeah, we stayed there for about an hour and a half. We went outside with a megaphone afterwards, and we had speeches, public speaking, and the priest showed up. You know, we had a lot of support from the elders, and it was good, very good. We're going back in 2 weeks.
No, that's very, very good work.
So did they have anything to say, or they just
No.
come and got the police to just get you out of there?
The police station's right across the road. One guy came, one cop, and I actually went out in the megaphone and I told them all to come out.
Yeah.
Then more cops came, but I actually asked them to come.
Okay.
And generally, do you find them to be sort of like fairly neutral? Are they
Oh
supportive?
no, they're all Freemasons. I mean, they're as corrupt as can be.
So you feel like they're always there to basically clamp down on you and to sort of move you away, rather
Yeah,
than
they're there to keep the peace. We don't actually have a police force in Ireland. They're called the Garda Síochána.
yeah, we get about 2 minutes of Shakti before she gets kicked out. So yeah, in case anyone didn't know, oh, she's back again. Here we go. You were saying about the difference between the police and the Garda.
Yeah, the Garda Síochána, the keepers of the peace. So they're there to keep the peace, and they do stay neutral. But then, you know, look, they're used to us by now. We've been out for years doing this, you know.
Well, yeah, someone's got to do it. It's a dirty job.
I fire in my belly for it. I'd say the same as you guys. We were made for this dark vocation.
No, absolutely. So, apart from the activism and socking it to them, we've also got a really exciting coming together of artists, healers, and a whole lot of other different people to a secret location in Ireland, August 24th to 28th, New Earth. We're not going to be too much plug-in tonight because we're talking about Clown World. But if anyone, we're all going over there. The whole Rise Above crew is heading over. We're hosting the Barn stage, the Space Connection stage, and we're very, very excited. Tickets are available. New Earth.
New Earth is the answer.
There we go.
See, she's not censored at all, is she? Wow. I think that's probably the most... back again. Welcome back.
Lucky number 5.
Oh, yeah. They tried to censor me, all right.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to know anything more about the event, it's newearth.ie. Okay?
New Earth is a project. New Earth is where we are now in the Book of Revelations. It's time to build New Earth. And the days of protesting are kind of coming to an end. Like, you know, gather for freedom and make a bit of noise. But we need to build a new Earth now. We need to teach the children how to grow food. You know, the robots are coming. We need to grow
they are.
food.
Yeah, literally.
They
It's not a joke.
The AI is coming.
It's not an
it's already
exaggeration.
here.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
We're-
RoboGuard is coming.
Yeah. Well, I think what is it? Singapore has already got those dogs,
And Tokyo.
and
And New
Tokyo
York.
on the street. New York as well.
Oh,
See you later. See you later, Shakti. Okay, let's go on with the presentation. Shakti's going to be popping in and out. Okay, so as everyone knows, the Umbrella Corporation is the shadowy organisation that's behind Rise Above, and the new Ramesh Order.
that's the jacket.
This is our breakaway concept. This is our new Earth. We call it the Ramesh community. Shakti, she's obviously gone again now, but we're all moving towards the same thing.
Just keep that slide. Go back one, Lance.
Go back one.
There we go.
You want to take a photo? You need.
We're getting that. I'm going to get this jacket made.
I think
what AI is created here, I think, it's a really cool jacket.
it is a cool
The
jacket.
Ramesh brand.
The Ramesh.
Ramesh branch.
Yeah, I'd wear this jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Ramesh man builds the new Earth. I think
exactly. And he's going to need a hefty, jacket.
a hardy jacket for any
Hardy
weather.
jacket.
Absolutely.
Sturdy.
It'll be available on the website soon. $69.99.
Unbelievable.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Clan World. Let's see. Okay. Let's fire up the catalytic converter. What button's that?
One sec. That was a bit off the cuff, Lance. Can't quite do that to me.
Right. We need to fire up this machine to properly recatalyze all the clown sludge. Okay. Let's talk about this phone, this alert. Shakti, did you? I guess in Ireland you didn't have the alert.
No.
Obviously not. Now it's a funny old story, right? Because obviously for weeks and weeks, everyone had been sharing the stuff turn it off your phone, how to turn it off. I turned it off my phone. The whole Rise Above team. You remember what happened, right?
Yeah.
So it was on Sunday at 3 p.m. when this we called it the peasant alert goes off.
Since our dreads went off.
Yeah, well, where were we, right? We were in a car park.
Yeah.
In Battle. It's quite out in the middle of the country, so we thought, wherever we are, we don't want to be near everyone, all the fucking jabs people and that, just in case. You can't be too careful. And I thought, well, you know what? Everything you know about, sonic weapons and how vibrations...
Schwab tech.
Yeah, basically, you don't probably even want to hear that sound. You just don't even want to hear it. No one knows how harmful it's going to be. So we're in the car park, and no one had really even paid attention that it was almost 3 o'clock, and all of a sudden we just hear, and I was like, no.
The peasant alarm.
Steve started going off first. Didn't it?
Since our dreads went off.
Yeah, and we all laughed at him and all took the piss out of him.
Then Magic's went off as
Magic's
well.
went off, and then my tablet went off.
When we were in the pub round the table.
Oh, it was horrible. It was a horrible sound.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all the old and regular people around us, did you hear their peasant
You
alarm go off?
subscribed to it. You hit the button.
I just wanted to stop
subscribed
it.
to the Soviet Union.
I didn't want to hear it anymore. It's just I didn't know what it was doing to me.
I know, you pressed the button.
Do you think I've entered into some lifelong contract with the Soviet Union?
I don't
press
know.
that button. Bombshell. Lance subscribed to the peasant alert. 2:59 it went off.
No. Steve's went off at 2:58. Then Magic's at 2:59, and yours 3:03.
Yeah, mine was 3 minutes past 3.
And what's it for?
Well, they say it's an emergency alert, right? So basically,
I said this to my dad, right? I said, what's the point of it, Dad? What's it for? He was like, well, in case there's some nuclear scare. I was like, if there's a nuke on the way,
oh, wait a minute.
there's a fucking buzz on your phone
gonna
help
a fucking
anything.
nuclear bomb has gone off.
You're done.
Nah, no, it can't. No, I haven't got an alert on my phone yet. My notification hasn't told me that nuclear bomb's
Do you know what I mean?
That's in there. What the fuck?
There's no possible reason for this to be what they say it is. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if you...
Unless it's to activate the peasantry which is subscribed to the Britney Spears tours.
I think that if you looked at some of the multiple different settings that could be switched off, it's probably a clue. There were things on there like regional alarms, like weather alarms, earthquake alarm. It's for the climate change lockdown. That's what it's for.
Oh, sorry, mate. We've never had an earthquake here in the UK, I believe. Not since I've been alive.
Hey,
anyway.
yeah, but you've never lived through a Greta apocalypse before, have you?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'll take a front row seat from the gulag.
You've got no choice now, comrades. So I'll tell you what, has anyone that's watching or viewing got a funny story about where they were when the peasant alert went off? What did you see any strange reactions? Let us know. Remember, we're totally interactive tonight. riseabovelivestream@gmail.com.
I was expecting the entire by a pub just to be making the noise, but it wasn't, was it?
I expected like loads of people to start like malfunctioning.
Plus, I thought it would be louder as well. I generally thought it would be louder. It wasn't very loud.
It depends how loud your phone is, I guess.
Oh, so if you've got it on silent, what's the point of the fucking emergency alert anyway?
I don't know. So yeah, it only happened to people in the UK. Yeah.
And in Northern Ireland, I'm trying to figure out what that could be, and it has to be some kind of a reset button.
I think it's just priming people because maybe they've worked out that like the next time they try something like Soviet Union Part 3, that just saying it's happening on TV won't be enough. But if your phone's going, put on your mask, take your jab, it's like, I don't know, maybe it'll just get a few % more people. Who knows?
Rachel McCaskill's saying in the chat here, just saying.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's read some.
She's saying, yes, we have Andy PG. I think she's on about my earthquake comment. Do you know what I mean, though? It's not a regular occurrence. It's not like in some places.
What about a volcano?
yeah, and stuff like that. You know, it's not. You know what I mean? Don't take it absolutely literally. Maybe we had an earthquake.
Have we got any comments about the peasant alert?
Oh, right at the bottom, mate. This is a fresh deck.
No one.
No.
Okay. Remember,
we
guys,
are on a time lapse. It takes
maybe.
a few minutes.
Only about 30 seconds.
They've got to type it as well.
Isn't it really funny that no one knows what it is, though?
Well, no, but there was no proper explanation for what it is.
What's this here?
It's just, obviously, if there's a forthcoming national emergency that happens in the next couple of weeks, that'll be an awful coincidence.
All right, Cheech McDuck saying earthquake, and we're in the UK. I'm 50, and all that time I've only felt two very small tremors. It shook the ground for about a minute, and that was it. That's what I mean. We're not like a prime earthquake or tornado, hurricane kind of place. You would think if it was for an emergency,
heat wave,
there's not that many like national emergencies in the UK. Is there?
Even
like,
floods,
even floods.
How many people died? Like 3 people. 3 people died.
I don't think
that's not an emergency.
If it's an emergency, they should have done it somewhere
That's a bad day.
Fucking places where they get tsunamis and shit. When's the last time a tsunami hit Bournemouth coast? I'm sorry, but it's clearly
mate,
not
in
for
Bournemouth, the
emergencies.
surf is so shit. We had to build an artificial reef.
I'm not gonna like.
Mate, we fucking die for a tsunami. We could charge for that. Charge the peasants to come and see it. They'd love that shit. Right, okay. Shakti's back. What browser are you using? Are you on Chrome?
I'm just like using the link you gave me, and it just keeps cutting out.
Are you using Chrome? Is your browser Google Chrome?
Maybe.
You need to use.
Just opening itself. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not using Google Chrome, it might be a bad connection. It needs to be Chrome. Are you on PC or Apple?
I'm on an iPhone. It's all I got.
You need to download Google Chrome next time.
Okay.
Because if you're using the Safari, it has trouble. Yeah. But that's for next time. It's okay. Right. So we've covered the phone alert. Like I think we've covered that.
The peasant alarm.
Like unfortunately, like NPCs didn't start malfunctioning and like the noise didn't come out of their mouth and they all started like I don't know.
Might have activated something internally though within
we never know what's going on
bloodstream or the
Yeah, it's early days. Yeah, it's early days.
Don't forget all those fucking weird things that people are putting, like autopsies are pulling out of people. They've had time to grow now. Like
yeah, maybe
just step out of someone's body.
Maybe there's an internal activation, Michael. So it was my alert. Here's my comment or my post rather. I just accidentally heard the peasant alert. 33 comments. Does anybody know what it said? It said, okay, we've talked about that enough. Oh no, I've just realised we didn't actually finish the Dalai Lama section from last week.
No, we didn't. No.
Right. Did we get this far?
I think we might have showed
we might have got to this far, but maybe
these were pumping out that week, wasn't it?
It was like everywhere you looked, it was just the Dalai Lama clown world.
Prince Andrew.
Welcome back, Shakti. We're talking about the Dalai Lama now.
I met him.
You met him? Wow. Where?
I met him in his ashram in Dharmasala, McLeod-Ganj. I met him. He shook my hand. I've got a picture.
Did he ask you to suck his tongue?
He didn't, and I feel really left out.
You feel disappointed?
Maybe you weren't young enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you weren't his flavour.
I think it's quite funny the amount of people who are like, oh, but he's just asked a little boy to suck his tongue. It's their culture. I'm like, it's not their culture. If someone went after a child saying suck my tongue, they'll be like in India, guys come after them with bamboo sticks to give them a bamboo massage.
Yeah, India, they don't fuck around in India.
No, they don't fuck around.
Someone's throwing stick you in a dish and set fire to you for doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. So the Dalai Lama, or the Dolly Lama, the Empress really didn't like this because she loves Dolly Parton.
No more heroes.
No more heroes. Dolly Parton gave like $6 million to Michelle. Pfizer.
Yeah.
So that's the new code word for
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
Mish.
Yeah, Dolly Parton gave $6 million to Mish for their fantastic work in eugenicizing peasants.
Maybe she was happy with the Soviet Union's work, with the level of genocide.
Well, yeah, that's why she made the donation. She's like, "Can you carry on?" That's
maybe that was the deal. They have to exterminate X amount to reach the 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil.
Everyone's got quotas. Everyone's got targets.
Hey, maybe it was out of 10.
Who are we to judge?
Maybe they had a chance to get 10 mil, but could only get 6.
It's like everyone's got to eat. Come on, got kids to feed.
Do you think there's a time limit on the genocide as well? It has to be done within...
No, it's infinite. It goes on forever. That's the point of the farm. Anyway, black pill stuff. Okay, fucking hell. Right, now we're going deep. So now the Dalai Lama... Wow! The Dalai Lama has now morphed into Philip Schofield, because obviously this Schofield situation isn't really going anywhere. I think is he still off the TV?
I don't watch the peasant box, mate. No,
neither do I. I only know because he's got the pedo accusations. Because his brother is a pedo. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Oh no, we did get this far this week. Because I remember last week I spoke about this guy Keith Rainier.
Oh, the Nexium,
Nexium with his 240 IQ,
Nexium
meeting the Dalai Lama. Or rather, the Dalai Lama was meeting him.
Yes, I'd say that was more.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Would you? What? Dalian. Oh, Dalian.
Yeah, I'm sure we showed.
Yeah,
this.
we did. Right. Okay. Right. Let's get past it. But
you get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea. Fuck. Right. What? Did we speak about this?
No, I don't think we got.
Right. Okay, we didn't get this far because I apologise. We tried to do some Cloud World last week, but we just got a bit carried away because we were having a house party.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, what's the name of this person in the middle?
Big psychop face.
What face?
Psychop face.
It's a psychop face. Yeah, it looks like someone that's been psychopped. What are they called? Worst mistake. Oh, I can't remember what this is a trans person basically.
Dylan Mulvaney.
That's it. And it's like a 30-year-old bloke, but they identify as like a prepubescent teenage girl.
They identify. It's one of those.
Oh no, he identifies
as the biggest psychop to distract you that you're about to go cashless, digital IDs, and the one world government is committing tyranny. This is just a big distraction, like.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's proper clown world. Here's the thing.
Same as this is just a different brand of peasant juice, like the Prime. Do you remember when that was big?
Here's the thing. Why would Bud Light do that? Because apparently, Amer Ansher Rothschild Company or whatever, the big conglomerate that owns Bud Light, they lost like $6 billion. It's always like $6 billion got sacrificed. $6 billion they lost
in the season of sacrifice.
In the season of sacrifice, which it was.
Yeah.
Now
it is still.
But did people stop drinking beer? No, they just went to other beer companies.
Budweiser before,
Budweiser has always been shit beer.
Years ago.
Yeah, it's always been shit beer. We didn't need some Rainbow Warrior to tell us the beer was shit. But I think the point they were saying is that $6 billion worth of beer custom. They haven't stopped drinking beer. They've just gone to one of the other beer companies.
Yeah, Corona.
Brands. No, that's also owned by the same company. Because I saw the spider diagram. This Anheuser-Busch company owns like 20 different beer labels. So those beer drinkers just going to probably one of their other more expensive brands. So they're probably going to make more money.
Of course.
I used to work for Budweiser. I was a brand ambassador. They were owned at the time by Diageo. And we used to get paid lots of money to say it was a really nice beer. And it wasn't.
Liar. Yeah, well.
So we've got, this is work by Auntie Koviet.
Yeah, it's not all of this Clown World meme show is in order.
You've just kind of schwabbed it together, let it go free flow.
Yeah, because obviously we've got the coronation of old, the Chipolata Prince is now becoming like King Sausage Fingers for the 33rd.
Yeah.
So, have you seen Prince Charles's fingers, Shakti? Oh, look,
she's gone again.
Just as I mentioned the King's fingers.
So you've got feet. Oh, there we go. She's back.
I was just talking about the King's fingers. Have you seen his fingers, Shakti?
I don't know much about the king now.
Well, we should have a picture really. But we call him sausage fingers because I think he's got gout and his.
Oh, get one up.
His fingers, yeah. Get a picture of his fingers up and email it to me. I mean, I can't. This is why we need to redo the alphabet. S is for sausage fingers.
Oh, look at that. That's a beauty.
Oh,
look
sweet.
at that. I'll just send you the link to the.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we also need to remember that we do have viewers that haven't been watching us for that long, so we need to be, mindful of that, and we need to explain. Are you sending this to Rise Above Livestream?
I'll just ping it to your Facebook, mate.
So, yeah, when we speak about King Sausage Fingers,
there's loads of memes about him on going on social media, flying around.
Well,
about him,
but we were the first
fuck the
people-
coronation.
we
feed
were
the
the first people
You should
to
have
call him
that
sausage
now.
fingers.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
were.
care-
Yeah,
I don't care what
we
anyone
christened him sausage fingers. That's a great shot. Look at that.
Just move that over
Here you
there
go,
like
Shakti. So this is our alleged king's.
This is not doctored. It's not photoshopped. These are
No.
his real fingers. These are the royal fingers.
She's gone again. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, they don't like Shakti
They
talking to us.
do they? She is getting.
Al Gore is not happy about that connection being made at all. Anyway, let's get this retarded king's fingers off inbred. Right, so this is what is being served up. All you need to enjoy the coronation. Fit for a king. This is like from Indiana Jones, isn't it? Monkey brains.
Yeah, monkey brains and like.
Did you remember watching that as a kid?
Yeah, mate, it's a great movie.
Is that the Temple of Doom?
Yeah.
Is that the first one?
I can't remember the order.
It's the best one, for sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Definitely, Michael. Let's get that another camera.
It was always on like Christmas time.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
an Indiana Jones
great
movie.
Christmas movie. Okay. Oh, right, this is the photo that you sent in. Let me just get rid of that. Obviously, we've got a meme about Zelensky and sausage fingers here. Top Gun. Massive Top Gun. Did you take this photo?
Yeah, I was just turning my car round, and I just noticed that some peasant had this up in their lounge window.
That is the essence of peasantry.
It is, isn't it? It's just like...
Well, by recognising them as your king or queen.
As well,
you're
like...
basically saying, I'm the peasant.
Yeah, 100%.
Step one,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
first principles.
And you're actually
as Lee
happy
would say.
about it because you're showing that off as one of your good traits.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was a kid, I'd definitely throw something at their house.
I wanted to knock on the door and just vomit on them.
They deserve so much worse. Yeah, I think. I mean, I remember in like the last sort of like Jubilee or coronation, I remember posting on Facebook that my mum forced me to put the bunting up at work.
Oh, mate, my dad flies a fucking flag.
Oh, what?
He has got a flag on a fucking proper like flagpole at the end of his driveway.
Mate, my
when the Queen allegedly died, he fucking had it at half mast and shit. Like, he loves it.
The way we say it, the Queen allegedly died.
Yeah.
Like, the guy across the road from my mum and dad, he's such a penis.
But that's peasantry, isn't it? You're actually like you're flying your flag of the solar death cult.
He has a new flag every week, and obviously, as soon as it all fucking World War 33 kicks off on the news, straight up with the Ukraine flag.
Oh no!
Next day, next week, fucking rainbow, fucking flag.
Alphabet mafia coming in.
Literally, you might as well just put a
So
sign
that's the
across your
meme,
house.
isn't it? The current thing. They're
Yeah.
literally the NPC on that meme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're signed up. They've got grey face.
Signed up. They're teaching others.
They're projectiling. All right, let's seeing as no one.
I think if you're at that level, do you know what I mean? You're actually advertising it. Then you're a step above the peasant that simply believes it. Do you know what I mean? If you're actually actively going out, spending your time displaying the fact you're a peasant, you're of a slightly higher level than
Well, you're literally
the
flying a
baseline
flag
peasant.
outside your
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
house.
Yeah.
Just you're proud of your peasantry, so yeah, display flying the colours.
Or putting a banner up in your lounge to block out your sunlight.
Yeah. Lovely. Remember, guys, you know, we're getting interactive tonight. If you want to chat to us,
Nobody wants to talk to us.
you can
now.
Skype us on riseabovelivestream@gmail.com. You can email us at the same riseabovelivestream@gmail.com. Facebook Messenger. If you've got my phone number, give me a call. I might call someone in a minute just to surprise
Fucking
them.
Diego Tequila, he needs to call in.
Yeah, right.
I read your social media earlier, mate, and I know you're listening.
Yeah, right.
He said he's got to get sufficiently drunk and high before he can call in.
What a loser. Call in.
Well, he's
You've
had
got
an hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah, you got some explaining to do. Yeah, Auntie Coviet, let's have a chat with AC. Right. Okay. What's going on in Clown World? Oh, do you know what? Before we did
Shout out to her. Is it? I can't see the screen. But Milwana. She's saying, "Andy, my dad flies the flag too." I feel you. I feel your pain.
Oh, no.
Every time I drive round there to see him, and there's some peasantry going on.
Flies
like,
the flag of the peasant. Flies the flag of the peasant
I'm
nation.
like, I tell him, I'm like, do you know what that flag actually means? That I've even sent him links. He's not interested. He's happy about it.
They don't want to know.
He's happy about
They
his
don't wanna know.
peasantry.
Leave it to them. If they didn't exist, then we wouldn't have anything to rise above. would
Shout
we?
out to my dad if he's listening, which I know he's not. He wouldn't dare listen to this show. Jesus.
I just remembered that we totally forgot to give the waiver or the introduction to our dip into Clown World, and it's savage. Where's the... That's it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, we're in Clown World. I've just sat in awe of that beautiful Al Gore, Michael Jackson, Ronald McDonald Schwabination. It was really good. How many people have got tuned in? 221, not bad. Remember, guys, share the stream, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, whatever kind of other platform you're on. Share it about. It's Friday night. We're not doing music this week. We are just having some chat, calling show, analysing Clown World. We might have some surprise people if they remember to call us in. They said they would. I might just call them and surprise them if they beat me to it. Yeah, so it's Friday night. Who have we got in the chat? Allegedly Dan, Green Diesel, Auntie Coviet, LFX, Pamela Swan, Milwana, North, South, East and West, all across the crater. It's Rise Above. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look. What kind of crazy shit have I farmed from Clown World Media in the last few weeks? And bear in mind, because of the events, we haven't really sort of done this for probably a good month now, so not all of this is properly up to date, but that's fine. So, female teacher at £20,000 a year girls' school is fucking hell, £20,000 a year. That's a lot. Is forced to apologise to pupils for saying "Good afternoon, girls." What? Wow. What are you saying, Matt? Should I just read that again? It sounds a little bit weird almost too weird to be true. Female teacher at £20,000 a year girls' school is forced to apologise to pupils for saying "Good afternoon, girls."
Baffled.
I suppose it's not allowed to be called a girls' school. It's just a school, isn't it? If they're not girls. You know what I mean? That's an oxymoron, isn't it? Isn't that not like a paradox? How can you say it's a girls' school? And look at, because, you know, we say on Rise Above that often these Clown World stories have the names of Clown World journalists. What's the name of this journalist talking about a girls' school and it can't be called girls? What? Really? Sanchez Manning? Shut up.
2336 as well.
Oh yeah, nice little 33 in there. Nice little 33. What? Planned Parenthood Communications Director commits suicide after police launched child porn. Another alleged pedo Oh, what's the name? Anita Bolt. That sounds like Anita Bumhole. Is that Anita Beehole? No way. I need a beehole. I need a butthole.
No, that's a piss take.
No, it's not. Look, right, Andy PG, come and look at this. Right.
Reporter's name, Anita
Right.
I was just getting some.
So right, Andy
peasant
PG.
mead.
Right, if you got some
Ramesh
Ramesh
mead.
mead. So we know that in Cloud World Media we have to check the names of the journalists, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Let me give you Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Let me see what you can spot here. A female teacher at £20,000 a year girls' school is forced to apologise for saying "Good morning, girls." By who?
Sanchez Manning.
Yeah. Right, look at this one. Planned Parenthood is a pedo, right? Commits suicide. I need
to butt. What?
Yes. You saw the same thing as me. I need a butthole.
I'm gonna look and see if she's got a LinkedIn.
Yeah. Can you, Matt? Can you? We call it Jamieing it like on Rogan Show. What? Anita Butthole.
So we've got.
Look, she's a real person. Hold it up to the camera. Hold it. Can you hold it up to the
So
camera?
peasant cam. Get it back. Here we go. Get it back up.
I need a beehole.
So we've got. Here we go. So we've got a 33 here.
Yeah,
he's got.
Yeah, and then obviously another one, 23.
Oh
What have we got here? What have we got here? Just one. 222 there.
Is that? Wait a minute. Who's taking the picture up there? It looks like some sort of like whoish witch.
Careful now.
Yeah, but it looks like
Marina Abramovic's sister.
It looks like an Abramovich.
That was a joke.
Right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, there's been a lot of space talk. Elon Musk, or Enki Musk, as I like to call him. Yeah.
Robo Musk.
Robo Musk. No, I don't know if we haven't really talked. We haven't really talked about the shape of the realm.
Lance, Billy Watson's trying to talk to us on Skype.
Oh, what? Hello, Billy. What was he saying?
He's just waving at us.
Don't just say yeah.
I'm gonna ring him.
Say hello, Billy. Call Billy.
No, we'll let him call in. Billy,
Right.
if you're listening, which you obviously clearly
yeah.
are, mate, call in. Call in on Skype. I've just added you on Skype.
Feel free.
I got your peasant request.
What happened to Shakti?
I think she might have just timed out one too many times.
I think you're right. There's a red dot
It was
appeared
about
on the head.
33 times.
The sniper
She
took
was-
her out or
yeah.
something. Yeah, big up Shakti. We can't wait to get over to Ireland and to meet her and the rest of her.
We'll
crew.
have a chat with her again, I'm sure, on the show before.
I'd
the
like her to join us quite a bit. It's nice to have
Before
a
the
bit of
event.
female energy on the panel. We have been accused of being a bit of a metaphysical sausage fest in the past.
Oh, God. More complaints.
Oh, mate. You know, as long as the complaints are constructive, I always take them on board. But
Yeah, I
when
mean,
it's
we're not
like-
playing
when
any
it's like-
music tonight because somebody complained. Are we? So, you know.
Someone gave us some constructive criticism, and I thought, you know what, we'll concentrate on the chat tonight.
That's fine. It's fine.
And look,
we love
you
to
know,
hear from
we
them.
have actually got quite maybe 30 or 40 more on average viewers tonight than we normally have. So big shout to everyone. I do listen.
Here we go. It's Mr. Billy Watson.
Oh, it's Billy. You got him on there. Oh, it's going on my phone and on the tablet. Yeah, you get him on there.
You there, Billy? Welcome to Rise Above. Please don't say the C or the V word. That is indeed. Oh, we got Hog to Munch.
Oh, right. Oh.
So were you having Billy? Were you having Billy Watson?
I think Billy was calling at the same time, but Hogdown Munch, you beat him to it.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man.
No, that's
cool.
fine. How you doing, mate? All right?
Yeah, I thought I'd ring in because no one's ringing in. It's supposed to be a talk show.
It is supposed to be a talk show.
Some people just don't like to talk to us.
Yeah, sometimes the phone lines are crazy, and then sometimes we don't get anyone calling in at all. It's like buses. How you doing anyway, mate?
Oh, yeah, man. I've been through some shit. Pretty more shit I can talk about tonight. I don't want to bore everyone's senses. But, yeah, let's just say since October last year, I've been coshed proper by the ninefold. So, but, yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm good, really. I'm really good. I mean, a lot of shit's gone down this year, innit, already. What I like is a lot of it I can't be arsed with. Don't pay attention to most of it, really.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I have noticed a lot of I'm glad you sort of trying to smooth things over, put things to bed at the beginning as well. That's good, man, because there's been a lot of this year. I kind of want it's like the year of division.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's be honest, the COVID's like taking the boot off the throat this year a bit. They're doing loads of shit behind the scenes and trying to get into local government and do this 15-minute crap and God knows what else, yeah. But they've taken the boot off the throat. There's like no lockdowns and all that sort of stuff. And straight away, cracks are appearing with people, People are getting into their own things, disagreements come out. When we're all getting coshed, the love is there and people know what's going on, get together.
That's a really good point. I've said it a couple of times, and I'm honestly not aiming this comment at anyone. What I'm about to say, I do think with some people that we all think we said we have disagreements, but we're all moving towards the same thing. But I think with some people, there is the element of when there isn't literally someone trying to kick your door down, or a boot on your neck, that they don't know how to give up the fight. And then they start looking side to side for someone else that might be trying to take what they've got or whatever. I think there does need to be a space where it's okay to say, now it's time to get on with stuff and start building. It doesn't always have to be looking for, a problem or an oppressor or stuff like that. So I think there is I think what you're saying is kind of true, In the quiet times, people started to sort of turn on each other.
That's why you always got to have a good root, man. It's like I always say about the parable of the sower. If you ain't got no good root, you just get burned away, get blown away, and that's it. So I recommend anyone pick up the good book, as I call it, or the deaf book of the sun cult, Andy might call it, I don't know.
No, the current version is, yeah.
Yeah, everyone can have their opinions. It's all cool, man. That's what I'm trying to say. We're all different.
Mate, there's some great knowledge in the holy book.
Yeah, although it's clearly been used for oppression and control.
Yeah, of course.
It's undoubtedly one of the greatest esoteric works of all time. No one can deny. Whichever collective of people came up with writing the Bible, they obviously knew what they were doing.
It's a big job, man.
Yeah, and obviously encoding a lot of serious, information, basic instructions before leaving Earth, as the Jizzer would put it. Yeah, I think that's very...
I read a report, 33 million people in Britain are mentally ill. No, they're not.
Perfect.
Love that jingle, man.
I've got to apologise to Auntie Coviet, right? I promised that there'd be a Michael button for this week, but there's so much going on, and I've been trying to get the poster out for the RA Summit conference and everything. So I apologise to Auntie Coviet. We didn't get that button sorted out for this week.
I love AC, man. She's awesome. Just loving that thing as well. That's awesome. That is.
It's great because this affinity with Michael has been a running joke.
That was loud, wasn't it?
That was loud. Between me and my crew for a good number of years, and it's a very old, complicated.
You can use it in a multitude of ways.
I call it talking in the fourth person.
Yeah,
about,
you can if you get hammered, then you can Michael yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really funny for me to be now putting this on buttons on the Queef Master and like sharing it with you, and I'm going, that's wicked. That really works. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, just like to see a bit of unity again, man. It's good because there's always division, and division's always going to come. You know what I'm saying? And I like we've sort of gone back to clown world, and we're sort of going back to our roots more again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we've got plenty of clown world coming up.
Well, the thing is, I think the reason that I've had this feedback and I've tried to take it on board is because the thing is, the onslaught with this stuff isn't slowing down; it's actually speeding up. It is. Oh, we've got 232. One more people.
322.
322. It is definitely speeding up. Some people might even say it's accelerating. And I do think this what I call the recatalyzation or the catalytic converter, taking all this fucking sludge and not just ignoring it, because whether you like it or not, if you go anywhere near one of those screens or anything that's broadcasting it, whether you're paying attention or not, it's still going in. So I think when we do rip the piss out of this stuff, and with the memes, with the commentary, with the slideshows, however we're doing it, I think in some way, Lee, we'll talk about Lee tonight. He said it was therapy. He coined this as a form of group therapy, and I think he was actually very right in what he said there.
It's like a system interrupt, man. You're breaking the program.
Well, yeah.
This is literally like we're inviting people to talk about their experiences from Clown World. It's literally like therapy. Yeah, like if you went to like a therapy group session, we like sit around. I don't know. Is that in the movies? Like they sit around in a circle.
Yeah.
So,
I've seen plenty of movies.
Is it just everyone sitting at home or like watching on their phone or whatever?
I think it is an important process, and it is a bit like therapy. And I was thinking about this the other day because like the Empress has started coming to more of our meetings now, and she came to the last Sunday, and she was like, "Oh my God, those lot with putting Ra into everything, it's just a bit much." And I was like, "But I don't notice it anymore because it's part of the pattern."
Repetition, man.
Yeah, but but whether it's us putting Ra into everything, whether it's us creating these stupid names for everything, whether it's the Ralphabet,
Rahimian Grove,
what that's doing is reprogramming people. I know people don't like it because they think I'm a cult leader, but whether they whatever they think, I'm doing that with very good intent. By renaming and putting this layer of Ramish satire over everything that's happening, it gives people a framework. Let me get this right, how I want to say this. It gives people a framework of reference to actually take this weaponized Clown World shit.
Weaponized.
It is weaponized. It's weaponized, psyopic Clown World media, right? That is basically, it's actually whether you know or not, it's actually razor sharp.
Yeah.
This stuff has been formulated by experts.
I enjoy it at this point. I enjoy reading. What a bit. Let's go through some Clown World.
Because that's where we got platinum armor, though.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But without doing this process, and
let's have a look. Why we've got Hog to Munch on the line? Let's do some Clown World.
So real men go to space, and they only go to space in a fucking metal penis, right? That's got 33 engines, not 1 or 2, or not even 4 engines. Give me fucking 8 engines, Michael. No.
Fucking hell.
Elon, give me 33 booster engines. And what was it? 3 of them didn't fire or something?
Yeah, of course.
Ridiculous. How much did it cost?
At least 33 million.
3 billion.
3 billion. Wow, 3 billion. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking dollars.
And it blew up.
Just to do
it exploded. It's because it's Clown World, and they said it was a success.
They're trying to send a phallic rocket up into the air.
Cheeks McDucky's laughing at $3 billion metal penis. That's basically what it is. I mean...
And we've got everyone's favourite actor here on the left.
Has Elon Musk, has any of his shit ever actually been to space? Even like the rocket.
I don't think anyone's shit's actually
been
to
I mean,
space.
Even officially.
I don't know.
Because like when Bezos and him sent the rockets up, if you look, they didn't even by like Clown World standards. They didn't even officially go to space. They just went to that bit where you can just sort of float around a bit at the top of the atmosphere.
Can't peasantry go up there now?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. When you do the flightless flights,
yeah. So he's
weightless
just got
flights.
his own. That's just like someone having.
Well, I think instead of basically going up there, turning around and just falling back down, so you're in free fall. Like Bezos and Musk they've got these metal penises that can basically just like cruise in that bit.
Right.
Where you feel weightless.
They can cruise around. And
3 billion a pop, these metal penises.
Go for a pint up there, just stop in somewhere.
You can sip some adrenochrome looking down on all the peasants.
Of course.
Right? So, Did you see any of it, Hog Munch?
Like a Thunderbirds, didn't he? Big time.
Thunderbird. Look at this monstrosity. Look at the 30 engines, the 3 in the middle. Taking the piss. Why 33?
Fucking hell.
Have you actually counted? I can't be fucked to do it now.
Look, it says 33 engine test of Starship's super metal penis. I don't get it. But yeah, it wasn't successful. It wasn't successful. Well,
were they banking on 3 of them not working, so then they're reduced to 30? Was that it?
I don't know. What was it? 30 engines. No.
That's what they actually needed, but they just chucked a couple more on there.
The 31 that did fire. Oh, so 2 of them didn't fire, but 31 did. Unlucky. Unlucky Enki Musk. Damn. So SpaceX ready for
Mate, the peasants are being trained to love Enki. They're being groomed to love Enki.
Well, if you're so rich that you can spend $3 billion,
yeah, all like him buying Twitter and all that shit,
penis,
and was he like firing some people and stuff like that because of like the censorship and stuff?
He fired most of Twitter, I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying he's doing good shit, but sure, this is all clearly by design to get the peasantry.
Is he getting designers like End Summers or something? Just trying to work it out, man. What's going on?
Is this like pre-Neuralink? Like he's just grooming everyone so they like him. So they'll just succumb to the brain chip.
Yeah, they'll take their brain chip as soon as he rolls it out.
Well, you have to do it from a trustworthy person, don't you? Think about it. Down the line, if he wants you to Schwab yourself with digital
he's
AI,
obviously going to be the person that exposes the Soviet Union in case anyone
say that he's like seen as the
out.
good guy, and then he's going to come out with his Schwab stamp, just going straight into
you expose the Soviet
frontal
Union
cortex.
You lay it all out for everyone. It's like, look at that, look what they did.
Yeah.
And he told them at the start. He told everyone at the start. He said, you can just take what was it called? What do we call the HC? Had his name for that.
Hyacinth.
No, Hyacinth
was VIH.
Right. Did you just say old school? It's like an old school Ramish code word. No. Right. Let's move on. Okay. So, nice anti-COVID meme. This is from about a month ago.
I've had my Britney tour.
I've been to my Britney Spears concert.
Just a straight noose.
A rainbow noose. Very nice. When you finally realised that the science you trusted was actually...
I sent this one into you.
Was actually eugenics.
Scott the Clown. I thought it was
Here we go.
Did we not have it up?
No, we didn't have it up. We were just looking at it over here. I hope you're paying attention, Matt, because you're going to be doing this soon, yeah? Did you see our mistake? We're training Matt up to be a producer. So, yeah, all along... What was it called? Operation Warp Speed. Looking back, that's fucking funny, isn't it? It's like, Operation Warp Speed, that'll save us. It was basically just like eugenics on steroids.
Yeah. Dysgenics, really.
Dysgenics.
To retard yourself instead of the...
I need to get some ice.
I'll go on with Clown World here. Oh, yes, we've got... It's more 33. So we've got Katie Hopkins. Can you see this, Matt? Yeah, so we've got Katie Hopkins with her best blood red died suddenly running. I think, what was it, a marathon? She did a marathon or some shit. It's just number 33:02.
Yeah.
We've got more peasantry here. So Nethercroft Funeral and Memorial Service are actually sporting... Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'll have the mic, mate.
So I think it boosted their profits a significant amount over the last few years. So thank you, NH.
And they're trendy, aren't they, to display it?
Jump on the wagon.
What we saying? Hooked how much?
We can open another couple of stores now. They're thinking, thank you, NHS.
Oh yeah, of course.
I've got to be honest, guys. NHS, I will say one thing: they did save my wife's life.
Yeah, I'm not. They're not all bad. But
I'll tell you what, they did twice as well.
Like if you know what I mean. If you go in there with a broken arm, they'll fix your broken arm. Like that, they won't try. I doubt they'll try and Schwab you with digital AI injections. If you just go in for a broken arm or something like that. But
they're totally fucked in there, man. They've got so many people to see. Nowhere near enough staff. No one's got a fucking clue what's going on, man.
I'm sure, because I think they want it to go to shit, don't they? I think they want the heads of the NHS want it to go to complete shit, so they can just come in with they want like an American system, I think, don't they, where you pay outright for all of your peasantry healthcare.
Yeah.
Apart from your COVID 1984 injections, I think you'd get them for free still.
I thought, they'd definitely be.
You get your upgrade.
Something, on your treatment.
Yeah.
Right. Wait a minute. She just had to have that number.
Yeah. We've done Katie Hopkins, of course. Was it a marathon? She run a marathon or some shit or some?
Yeah, she did run running. She ran a marathon wearing that. Yeah. For real.
But I said it's blood red in the season of sacrifice.
Absolutely.
There's a lot more. It's just 33s everywhere.
Hold on. I've got some exciting news, and I forgot to screenshot it, but I swear it did happen. We said about Virus Man.
Yeah.
He was in the comments. He was in a static comment after last week's show.
Oh, what's
he was watching.
He is watching.
Yeah. He's like, don't worry, I'm watching. I've just been in the shadows.
Right.
It's like Batman. Yeah, it's like that. Not the hero you want, but
We
the hero you deserve.
It's like a biannual meme we get from him now, isn't it? We don't get a lot.
Well, I think
he's occulted himself.
Last time he came back, he sort of came out quite hard, but then sort of went back into the shadows, went on like a sabbatical again. Yeah, what can you say? It's crazy. We had like at one point like 10, maybe 12 memeticians working at once.
Yeah, they were at it as well at one point, like all together,
pumping out so many memes. Just couldn't even.
It's all my social media was memes. Just
Yeah.
everything. Just a meme show.
That Greta reset though, that is classic, man. That Virus Man jobby, that is the best.
That was the original, wasn't it?
The very first Rise Above meme.
Or something, was it 1 inch? That's it. I can't remember.
It's sort of
So
like
far back.
it's like the equivalent of the Wu-Tang album Enter the 36 Chambers, the first album that they ever made, the best, like just the best hip hop album of all time.
The original, yeah.
Just the original. Nothing can come close.
There are only 35 chambers of the Shaolin. There is no 30.
Rise Above 33 Chambers.
It should have been, I'm surprised that because the Wu-Tang know what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's to do with 360 degrees.
Yeah, but they should have put 33rd. Come on, they should have put 33rd. 33 chambers.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can watch Rise Above and learn about it.
So what we've got here, Grandmaster Ginny enjoying a. It looks like he's having some downtime here in just one of his more.
Is this an Auntie Kobe at me?
Yeah, I don't know whose this is.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. So King
this
Charles
is
III coronation commemorative biscuit selection, May 2023, 333 grams McNonces.
McNonces.
Like McVitie's,
Yeah,
but
nice.
McNonces.
Nice.
The Lone Ranger says you have 33 in Rise Above. Yes, we do. Yes,
Of course. We have it everywhere.
Lone Ranger, please feel free to ask us any questions. Call in. You could.
Yeah, or you can email us, Skype. We're whatever.
interactive tonight. We're here to answer any questions. If
Yeah,
you,
I don't mind jumping aside for someone to come in and have a laugh.
Sorry, mate.
I don't mind jumping out if someone's to come in and have a rant. It'd be funny.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll let you know if anyone's trying to get on the line. Yeah.
We had Billy Watson trying to call in, didn't we? Should we say goodbye to Hogs that much and see if...
Well, yeah, if Billy wants to call back in, Billy, feel free, and we will answer the call. We'll say bye to Hog Down Munch. You were just kindly filling a slot because we felt so left out because no one was calling us tonight.
Nobody wanted to play with us.
I mean, I've still got plenty of Clan World, but I don't want to burn all the way through it. Do you know what I'm saying? What time is it? It's only 10:30.
Let's wait for the Aussies to come online, mate. Then they'll ring up probably.
Yeah. We usually get a little bit later.
Don't forget that, like when we go to music for half an hour, the sheer extent of beats is. Oh, we got Billy Watson.
It's
on
Billy
the line.
Watson. All right, Hog Down Munch. See you later, mate.
Rise above, guys.
Rise above, dude. Billy Watson.
Hello there, how you doing?
There he is.
We're really good. How are you, mate?
I'm pretty good myself, not too bad.
Welcome to Rise Above. Please don't say the C or the V word, but you can say fuck or bugger.
Thanks. I have been here before.
Excellent.
Oh, that's right. That's our standard.
Standard procedure we have to tell all the guests.
Our disclaimer.
All right, cool.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, yeah. Basically, I'm having to go and start a factory job on Tuesday, which I'm not too pleased about. But apart from that, got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, we've all got bills to pay, mate.
Aye. I've just released a couple of new books last week, so that's something.
Wicked.
I did see that on social media, actually, Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's called The Plain Facts, and the other one's called Duality or Love. They're both two poetry books, slightly different styles, but they're not funny, just kind of spiritual, conspiracy type philosophy books.
Awesome. And how can people get hold of these books?
You can get them on Amazon, billywatson.tv/books. You'll be able to see the three of them.
Big shout out to Pamela Swan. She's obviously a fan of Billy. Woohoo
Cool.
at Billy, she says in the comments here. So did you get home after Equinox all right? Was it a long drive back home?
Well, we stopped at a hotel on the way down. On the way up, I had a friend's house. He's in a group called Amorpheus Androgynous. I don't know if you've heard of them, in a group called the Future Sound of London. Gaz Cobain, his name is. So we stopped off at his house in Chesterfield, which broke up and stayed the night there. so that made it a lot easier. It was a long drive, like.
Yeah, right. That's a very long drive, mate. Yeah, we really appreciate you making the massive journey down, probably like 10 hours plus. You know,
Did you have a good time, Billy?
Yeah, I just wanted to call in really just to say thanks for the effort you guys done. That was an epic event. Totally loved it.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Yeah, as you can see, we put a lot of work into it, and yeah, with regards to the feedback we've had so far, we're massively pleased, mate.
We can see you guys running around all the time. Basically, you only get a minute's rest, so just to say thanks for that.
There was we had it's Oma Beats as well, and Magic's and Lance's wife.
Yeah,
and we had loads of help from friends and stuff like that. And shout out to the volunteers as well.
Of course.
Yeah, there's Matt in the background and Steve and a few other ones. What was the guy's name who gave a book to them? Christian.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Good crowd, good crew. So I hope the next event goes well down there.
Well, our next event is actually going to be happening in Ireland. 24th of August, we're hosting a stage at New Earth, which is like a 5-day family-friendly conscious event. No alcohol served. It's all healers and shamans and stuff. It's going to be awesome. And then about 10 days later, we're doing another event in Netherfield, or Battle, which is just near to Hastings. And that's at Hope, Sussex, where they teach kids that have been taken out of school. Is that meme just happened? Oh shit! I've just seen this meme.
The live memes.
Oh wow! Yeah, they teach kids that have been taken out of school and homeschooled, and they've got like an off-grid school there. So yeah, we're going to do a little conference. I'm obviously going to offer you and your missus tickets if you'd like to come down, mate. We'll take care of you if you want to make the journey. That one's in 8th to the 10th of September. So yeah. Going to be busy again.
That one's going to be big as well. It's going to be a heavy event.
Yeah, we're having like a conference, we're having workshops, and we're going to put on a party on the Saturday night as well.
That sounds pretty cool. If you give me the tickets, I'll cover the petrol money, so sounds like a deal.
Yeah, I can imagine that's quite a lot of petrol to drive down. Well, I suppose it's about the same distance, although it's east rather than west this time.
Right, okay. It was a couple £100 just over that to get down and back up.
Wow. Yeah.
I had to save up for a month. And I realised it was in Sussex. I was like, oh, fuck, or Dorset.
I think, yeah, Sussex or Dorset would probably be pretty much the same for you. So what's
That's
on?
a
What's
fucking long old drive, isn't it?
Yeah, where's Billy's halfway in between like Edinburgh and Glasgow.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Yeah. That is.
I've driven to Newcastle before, and I thought that was mental, like long.
Yeah.
It's pretty long. The thing is, if I had a decent car, it'd be a lot better. But my car's a wee rickety Peugeot 207, you know. So I was quite surprised it made it back.
Well, you definitely seemed like you had a good time. I think you and your missus made the most of it. You were literally camped out in front of the stage for pretty much every performance. You definitely, you're getting your most of it. So that was good to see, mate. What's on the horizon for you then? What can people look out for in the world of Billy Watson TV?
Yeah, well, I just interviewed Andrew Kaufman recently.
Wow.
Well, it was my 6th interview. If you look at my website, you'll see they're all there. So I've got a few. I had to take some time out. I was exhausted, so now I'm trying to get back into interviews. But I've also got 2 more books that I'm trying to finish. Unfortunately, I can't get many gigs these days. We can in the comedy world and even trying to do open mics. You guys are cool, you know, but most folk don't get it, you know. It's so sad what's happening to comedy in the world, you know. You can't crack a joke.
Yeah, I bet.
So I'm maybe thinking about trying to do my own gigs. I went to a local pub to ask there if I could do my own thing in the back room, but I don't know if it'll happen, you know. But I need some kind of working man, kind of, you know, people with common sense type audiences. There's a lot of audiences are kind of woke and that these days, you know. But those types of people don't really go to comedy clubs or whatever. So I need to try and find how we can.
Common sense is diminishing.
Yeah.
Pretty much so.
At a rapid rate.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly. Just saying a particular word is enough to get tension in a room, you know.
Yeah.
So they're not there for real comedy. They're there just to have hollow, empty laughter, as far as I can see, most of it.
Just there for a night out. There's some comedy in the background.
I don't know. I mean, I was really pleased with the feedback I got from you guys, because obviously that stuff I was doing is quite near the knuckle. You know, it shouldn't be. It's just normal comedy, but that's what comedy should be, you know. It should be challenging and stepping kind of, oh, fuck, in some excitement that somebody's saying these things that you're not supposed to say, and it's like that element's kind of gone,
Yeah, I mean, I told you that you obviously had carte blanche at the event to say whatever you wanted, and are you sure? I was like, no, absolutely, that's the standard. But I think, what time were you on the Saturday? I think I put you on about 7 o'clock.
7,
It might have been a bit early.
You remember? But the thing was, it was like, I didn't want to put you on in like the middle of like grime MCs with a band and stuff. So I thought, no, 7 will be fine. We always say, right, our events, like the kids, all the parents that know that there's smoking going on and stuff, and so there is a certain level of maturity with the kids, and we've always said if you want to bring the kids to the night, they have to be ready for adult entertainment. Because what did we do at the first event? We tried to say that after a certain time, children wouldn't be in the main arena.
Yeah, we just don't need to do it.
It doesn't make any sense. If they watch the show, then they're obviously mature enough to listen.
Yeah, they're not retarded.
Yeah.
The thing is, these days we forget, all the children on TikTok, and they're exposed to so much more. The pornography in the classroom is, it's ridiculous. So, me saying things on stage isn't that big a deal compared to, what they're probably being exposed to already.
You wouldn't think so. Anyway, you shouldn't think so, but apparently, you cracking some jokes and saying certain words is more offensive than literally showing pornography to kids. And it's funny you say that, because earlier on we had Shakti, who's from Ireland with the New Earth Festival, and she showed a video of her literally, calling them out for doing what you're talking about.
She said straight to their face, "There's a paedophile ring in this town.
You're grooming kids."
Yeah, totally.
Your Irish is good, man.
I like a few accents.
He was dropping some Irish in our of audio messages. In
I've been
WhatsApp
studying.
group.
I've been talking
really
to Shakti for over a week. Yeah,
you get some practicing. You're doing it at home alone, aren't you?
I always talk to myself at home alone. I just talk to Michael. He talks to me as well.
Michael and me.
Me and Michael.
Clown world. Anyway, let's get back to you.
Yeah. Billy, stay with us.
Yeah, stay with us.
Let's see what's up next in Clown
Analyse some Clown World.
So we've seen plenty of 33s. We've got Master Ginny there.
Grandmaster Ginny.
Ginny.
Address him with his proper title.
Eating some coronation biscuits. What's next? Rishi Sunak going to get a can of Coke in a massive fat jumbo jet. That one's all right. I think this one here on the right, this meme here with the Trojan horse.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very good because it's straight to the point, because anyone can.
Everyone knows the story of the Trojan horse.
Yeah, and everyone can understand what wokeness and Satanism are. Yeah. Or you would hope so anyway.
It's one and the same.
Society is opening the door and letting the woke horse inside.
The thing is, when you say that word, Satanism, the general peasantry, not necessarily people that watch our show, the general peasantry, they automatically think of people doing rituals, stand around a fucking fire, sacrificing shit to a fucking giant owl, and all of that. It's really not at all. It's one faction of it.
Really, what we're talking about is sabotaging Frankism.
Here we go.
We're talking about the inversion of everything that's wholesome and good.
Exactly.
We're talking really about I think cultural Marxism.
And then we've got society down here just fucking opening their arms. Get in there. Get in those doors.
This is the latest trend. This is the latest flavour.
Yeah.
Castrate your children.
Sponsored by George Soros.
Now come inside.
Enter our school.
No, it's important. It's important that we laugh at this stuff, because if you don't, you can get really angry.
You can't let Clown World absorb you.
Yeah,
you can't. Otherwise, you just
laughter is the best comedy, is it not, Billy?
It sure is. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, mate. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Very Scottish.
Loud and clear. Very Scottish.
After the previous episode I done, the week later, you were saying I was very Scottish and you couldn't understand me.
No, I could. I just had to listen carefully.
Yeah, but I was saying down there, I'm not that bad. I'm not.
No, you're fine. It's when you talk quickly.
My dad's a Geordie and he's from Biker, and I grew up listening to Billy Connolly and Rabsy Nesbitt and all of these.
So you're quite attuned to the Scottish
I was sort of broken
or
in
language,
early.
Scottish language.
Yeah.
Is it an accent or a language, Billy? I don't want to offend anyone.
I would say it's a language. If you've read Billy's book, it's definitely a language.
Yeah.
I would say though, Matt there sitting behind you, when I got up one morning, he was in the tent beside me. Him and the friends were like taking a piss at the Scottish accent, and I get up and they made me do like karaoke Scottish.
Matt hasn't got headphones on; he couldn't hear that. Billy was just saying you made him do karaoke Scottish. He's yeah. Wow, have we got like a Ukrainian sex bot in the show?
Oh right.
What's this comment here? Look at this. Wow. Is that someone speaking? Is that someone saying there's coffins and skulls in it with the Ukrainian flag?
Maybe we've got Razov Battalion.
Is that a Ukrainian sex bot? I think we should delete that. Yeah, well...
No, wait.
Okay.
Let them interact with. This is interaction, anyway.
Yeah. I should be so.
You can't just swab someone out.
I shouldn't be so quick to judge. Right.
See, I thought this one was funny here. If the government was a scented candle.
What, a burning portaloo?
Yeah, a burning festival, like multiple portaloos.
Multiple burning...
Or a building site.
Like a burning plastic rubble pile.
Just of shit.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
I've got a wee story about Ramsey Nesbitt. You want to hear it?
Yeah, go on.
So he was playing at the King's Theatre in Glasgow. Me and all my friends, about 15 of us, 20 of us maybe, hired a minibus, and we all got dressed as Ramsey Nesbitt. I'll send you the picture out if you want. And basically, we're all in the second row, and we're all really drunk in the pub before it, paralytic stages. But one of my friends was particularly drunk, and he kept on shouting out, "Oi, Rab!" And he had nothing to back it up, silence. And "Oi, Rab!" So after a while, Rab gets pissed off, and he says to him, "Hey, pal, does your face once a month?" That was quite funny.
We actually got a Facebook Messenger sound when you said that.
That was quite cool, aye. It's like I'd been kind of taking the piss off.
What, like it would have been bleeped out because you swore?
Ding, ding. It was like, no, it's a bit like, those jokes that go boom, boom, boom kind of thing.
Yeah. Nice little drum roll after. What are you pointing at there, Matt?
The person who's edited it, or the person who wrote the reporter.
Oh, right, here we go, another one. Right, so, we were talking a minute ago, Billy, before you came on about Clown World news stories, and then you look at the name of the journalist or the reporter, and their name is like just ludicrous. So here we've got something about sex attacks on hospital workers, and it says, shocking figure shows 33 rapes and assaults a week on hospital workers. And the name of the person, or the chief reporter, is called Interdeep Baines. So in a minute, earlier on we had, I need a beehole. Like, I need a butthole. Yeah. There was something about transsexuals and the person was called Manning. Yeah. They're taking the piss out of us, mate.
Of course. Yeah.
Interdeep Baines.
They'll charge you for it as well.
Yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay for this mockery.
And you have to work for the money to pay their tax. Then on top pay...
Yeah, and it's government funded.
It's government funded.
Yeah, it's funded by taxpayers.
I mean, it's a great business model, to be fair.
That's right. Okay, so we're back to old Musk. What do you think of Musk, Billy Watson?
Definitely think he's not on our side. He's an interesting character, but I think there's obviously people above him. I don't think he's a great genius that he's made out to be. And he's just a puppet, really. And he's serving a particular agenda, but it's good in some ways. It's kind of weird. He'll say things like, I think somebody pointed out, he said that there's a firmament and the earth is flat, or he'll say the virus, Fauci needs to get arrested and stuff like that. So it's like, seems to be on our side. I think he's probably controlled opposition, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree. I think, but he's definitely playing an interesting role in the pantomime, is the way that I'd say it, I guess.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing the Trump thing.
Oh, absolutely. Well, old Godvaj, one of our favourite YouTube creators, or Godj Vlamast.
That
is not how you pronounce it.
No.
Anyway, he was talking about the 3 orders of the Knights of the Realm, which was like, let me get this right. There was obviously Knights Templar, Knights Hospitalier, and the Teutonic Knights. And he basically said
Teutonic nights.
He basically said that Musk, Trump, Putin, let me get this right, and Hitler.
Careful now.
Were Teutonic knights. And he said they'll take and throughout time, and obviously others. And then he was listing the people who were the Knights Templar and who were the Knights Hospitalier. And it made a lot of sense. And he was saying these three orders fulfilled different roles, and maybe one of them at a certain time in history will play the Enki energy of the Lucifer energy, the revealer, shining the light on things, the knowledge.
Well, kind of like our friend Donny did.
What, DJT?
Yeah, he was. He shone a light on a fair few things.
That's the thing, like
I thought it was brilliant. Like, whatever people think of Donald Trump, that fucking
it was great.
The
At
dinner,
the time, what was going on?
Presentation
It was great.
when Hillary Clinton was there, and he said, talking about like the children going missing from Haiti. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. Like, out to all our friends right there.
I would say Boris Johnson, the Teutonic Knight as well.
So that's there. There's definitely. I remember I've brought this up on the show before. The intro to Rise Above, before we'd even done one show, there was like the pre-thing saying, and it was a little video of you talking what we're going to talk about.
That's
and
episode 0. You know, I've
yeah,
still
episode
got that.
0. And there was you said on there that there was war in factions. So that is clearly a war in faction.
Well, yeah, they're competing factions anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and they,
No, definitely.
like Putin, I'm sure. Whatever you think is irrelevant. I'm just talking about. He's not part of the same faction as your Donald Trump, or do you know what I mean? He's.
Well, Goldvard said he.
Or your China. He's opposing the. The Soviet Union's faction, basically. He's not playing ball with the Soviet Union.
No. Well, it's funny you should say that, because I was talking about warp speed earlier on. And I guess that maybe he could say that the Soviet Union's role was one sort of plan of what all of these Knights of the Realm are working towards.
Maybe they are all working together. All the Knights of the Realm.
But if you put it like this, right, we've already
talked like a different branch.
Yeah, different branch. We've already talked about the idea that maybe the whole Soviet Union, and maybe even the Great Reset, were actually designed to fail. A plan so stupendous and evil and obvious, like they're so obvious they almost tell you they're doing it while they're doing it. Well, maybe their plan to fail. Well, what if Operation Warp Speed was like his... Oh, see their plan. They think they're running the show at the moment, but their plan's shit and it is destined to fail. Let's speed that up.
We'll drop.
Let's speed that up so we can get to the next stage of the plan where we're going to be in control. To me, that's what it always felt like.
Right, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Good angle.
Because it's like, okay, this Knights Hospitalier, or say the Templar Knights Order, well, they've clearly been running the show for like a long time. Running the banking.
Who was it we were talking to on the show? They said that they're all running out of time. That's why they sped it all up.
Allegedly, Dave.
That was allegedly Dave, yeah.
He said that special priest class, he said they made a pact 500 years ago or something like that.
That's right. And it was coming up to the agreed upon.
So it was running out. Have you listened to Allegedly Dave much, Billy?
No, I remember I came to see him, and then you told me the news that he couldn't make the event.
Yeah, I've never heard from him since. He hasn't replied to any emails. I hope. I know he's all right, because he appeared in the pub in Bournemouth last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
We should have gone and said hello.
We should have. It was on Tuesday night or something.
Tell me that. We should have gone down there.
I'm sorry for this.
Got a link for Godfrey Master on there.
His name is actually Hojle Master.
Wow, you could nail. That's pretty good.
I
wonder what Wim would shout out to Wim. I wonder what he would say if he just heard you pronounce his name like that. I wonder if that's like nearly right or really wrong, or I wonder what scale of.
I think you have to be Flemish to pronounce it properly.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, where did we get to?
We're not on the screen.
Okay, let's have a look here.
I think did we even discuss the previous?
No, wait. So yeah, Elon Musk. No, we didn't.
Enki
Musk. We didn't even actually chat about what was on the screen. He says, any parent or doctor who sterilises a child before they are consenting adult should go to prison for life.
That's what I mean. He's getting everyone on his side.
What, just by telling the truth, pointing out the obvious?
Yeah.
Like, does this deserve a
And
medal?
obviously you've got your 33s there, and there's behind this, because I do this is to get rid of the graphic. There's another 33 here, 335.
Double
That was a nice
33s.
double 33.
Well, he obviously chose the time.
I mean, they should have put 9, where it says 4,000, they should have put 911 here, just to really give it something.
Get a 666 in there for 2 for good measure. And on the right, what else have I juxtaposed along with that the day before? The world's largest banknote printer says printing money isn't that profitable anymore. So, wait a minute. Billy, is that proper clown world or what? Printing money isn't profitable anymore?
Yeah, but we all just live in clown world. You know, as you said with the different writers, you know, they're taking the piss. You know, they're mocking us big time.
What's he called? Hui Lung Tang. Well, maybe he's Chinese, sat there printing out those
financial branch.
Those Chinese super dollars. Do you know about that?
No.
Well, I watched this years ago, and they said that basically, because for anyone that's ever handled American money, right, you can see that it's physically shit compared to most other money in the world. It's printed to a poor quality. It's printed in one color ink.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any fucking holograms in it. There's no metal lace through it.
Highly satanic imagery, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah, but as far as money
Well
goes,
designed.
it's actually very, very unsophisticated. Henceforth, it's very easy to forge. It's some of the easiest money in the world to forge. That's why for anyone that uses dollars, as I do sometimes, you'll know that if you've got the slightest crease in a dollar, the slightest crease right in the corner, they won't accept it. You can't use it anywhere. The dollar's basically useless. Just a fold in it. It will not be accepted.
They fucking love that shit abroad, though, don't they? In certain countries,
But-
South America.
Yeah,
They
but
start
but
paying
you try-
American dollars. They
in
fucking love that
movies,
shit.
movies, they pull out like a ball of dollars out of a pocket and go,
Yeah.
"Here you go." That's bullshit. Try and use those dollars, no way, right?
Mate, when I've gone snowboarding, I've given the bartender really fucked up notes. They've been in my pocket all day, been soaking me wet.
Not dollars, bro.
Yeah, in America.
In America,
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Loads of times when I've been snowboarding.
yeah, but I'm talking about anywhere else in the world.
Oh right, okay.
Any
right,
any
gotcha,
other country
gotcha.
that uses dollars. Yeah, not in
Gotcha.
in America.
Sorry, I'm up
But
to
anyway,
speed.
the story is that there's something called the Chinese super dollar. And basically, the Chinese have been forging dollars for decades. But the point is they can do it to such a standard that the Federal Reserve can't even tell what's a Chinese super dollar and what's not. And they reckon that because we know that the physical cash is very low compared to what's going on in digital swabland, well, they reckon that no one really knows what amount of physical dollars are real or Chinese super dollars. It could be half. It could be 90% Chinese super dollars. Because
They could be propping up the USA economy.
But they could be propping up the world economy.
Wow.
With Chinese super dollars. But guess what? When they tried to crash the world economy in 2008, the only thing that kept it going, they reckon, is the illegal drugs trade that runs on cash, which will be dollars. So it's like the criminal of the world using dollars still, which are probably Chinese super dollars and just worthless piece of paper, like all money is.
Yeah.
But that's probably what's keeping the world economy going.
It's retarded, right?
Proper retarded. It's clown world.
I like it, though.
It's the economy.
Economy, nice. Let's get some more clown world.
The world economy.
Moving on to 3 heart attacks, 33 hospitalizations, Spanish half marathon. Media blames the weather.
Sponsored by Michelle.
It's a global climate warming change sneaking up on you.
Sponsored by Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfizer.
No, careful.
Careful now.
No, Michelle.
Is that illegal to say that? Are we? Yeah, it's just the brand.
What, the Michelle Pfeiffer is
Yeah, the
involved in
Michelle
heart
Pfeiffer.
attacks?
Is that actually? No. We. Oh right. Okay, we've linked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could be get done for MM.
No, Michelle Pfeiffer. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about Michelle Pfeiffer. So yes, a marathon here. Massive coinciditis attack. 33 hospitalizations. Wow. Doesn't seem to be slowing down.
Is that legit or not? Was there actually 33 hospitals? It's clearly It's clearly bullshit, isn't it?
Don't know. Depends
How many times can 30? Or are they doing this deliberately?
Depends how
Are they
accurate the
literally?
technology is
Are
when
they
you turn on the
switching
heart
on
attack
33
machine.
peasants? How do they? Is it like a raffle? Like, how do they pick the peasants? Do they
how many
activate their Schwab tech?
How many different choices have we got here, right? There's obviously something going on at these sporting events and mass events with people that are doing exercises and activities where their newly installed fourth industrial revolution technology doesn't agree with their increased heart rate. Yeah, that's definitely happening. But if these 33s are real, like, then the only way that they're happening at this rate is if this is being controlled.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're either the people in the media, they're part of the cult, are putting the 33s there to take the piss out of us, or to signal, or just as part of the ritual to keep
When
it
it might
going.
have been 28, they might be like, yeah, but just throw 33.
Or 40, or maybe 5.
Yeah.
You know, how do you know? They said 33 people were hospitalised, and there was
Or 5,000.
Look, there might have just been 3 heart attacks, and then some other people went to hospital. Oh, let's get a 333 in there just for good measure.
Yeah.
You know how I understand this? It's because I do the same thing, but I use 33 for a different intent.
Of course.
You know, we're chucking. Oh, is that running out of
battery low? Look.
Get the charger from down there. You know, we're using 33 for positive manifestation. So I understand why you would want to chuck an extra 33 in there. It makes it more powerful if you're trying to achieve something.
Which we all know that's what the media does.
So, yeah, Anita B. This is another Anita B-hole story. Oh no, this is Horace Art Attack. I don't know. Okay, right. Okay, what's this next Clown World story we've got here? Where are we going? 230 people tuned in. Thank you for sticking with us. 2 hours into the show. The Daily Mail. Scientists are developing plants that can deliver the same Britney Spears arm spear technology used by Michelle Pfeiffer and moderate your RNA caveat shots by being eaten. If you're not looking at the screen and you don't understand my code words, sorry, you need to look at the screen. Researchers are investigating ways to put Britney technology into Michelle Pfeiffer and moderate mRNA. Okay, this is not good news. They're putting it into plants. So basically, plants are now going to the Britney Spears concert to be upgraded for the fourth industrial revolution, and I guess by eating the plants. So, sorry, bad news, vegans. You keep having to go at carnivores for ingesting the whatever, the hormones. We've all heard the arguments.
Yeah.
Meat's got hormones in it. It's got growth hormones. You've seen what they've injected in the meat. Bad news, guys. It's in the vegetables too.
No, they're talking about injecting it in the mRNA in the meat as well, in cows.
I think that Billy, I wouldn't be surprised if that's past tense now.
Yeah.
My understanding is, like, by the time they're telling you that they're thinking about doing it, you've probably been ingesting it for a while. We found this out when we looked into the nanotechnology in food and in the food packaging, and most people have got no idea. It's been there since the late 90s.
The Schwab dust.
There was a big stuff about a big old hoo-ha about GMO in food. We all remember it, right? We don't want GMO. So it was going on for years. GMO, no. In the courts, GMO, genetically modified, no. Where did you ever hear that about nano? Never heard it. Never once heard it.
Maybe the GMO was the distraction.
Absolutely, it was. Absolutely. Me and Oma Beats.
They're sliding in some nano.
We spent a good couple of evenings rabbit holing this hard a number of years ago, and we were going on about it to all of our mates. We were telling them it doesn't. They said, "Oh no, I only eat stuff from certain places. I don't go to the big supermarkets." We were like, "It doesn't matter. Any type of food that's been even the lowest form of processed, the grain or the oil could have nano. What was it called?
Smart dust.
It's sort of like basically smart dust.
Yeah.
Whether it was something to do with the preservation of the food on the surface of the containers, whether it was something to do with flavour enhancement, whether it's something to do, making the food last longer, it was basically in everything since at least the turn of the millennium. So that's the thing, that the smart dust, the Schwab tech, unless you have literally been an Inspector Veg growing in your own vegetables, like purifying your own rainwater in soil that you've probably combed and got all the crap out of yourself. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm serious, because this stuff is everywhere.
But it's in the air as well, man.
Literally in
They're
the rain.
spraying
It's
it,
literally in everything.
Like,
so
you said before, didn't you? Like, it doesn't matter where you live. You've breathed. You've fucking.
It's
If you're
inside you.
breathing, you're ingesting the Schwab dust.
If you physically live anywhere in Clown World, it's already inside you. So, you know, yeah.
Gosh.
Jason Christoph made the meme on the right. Let's have a look. What's that guy called?
Ralph Wiggum.
Ralph Wiggum. The team. Why? The TV told me if I eat bugs and enslave myself on behalf of the ruling 1%, the weather will get gooder. That's basically where we're at. You can't really argue with that logic with what's presented to us. Is that you, Billy Watson, with your Facebook Messenger?
No, it's not me, no.
No, it's us.
Is it us?
We're getting live articles sent in.
Is that coming from you? I thought I'd muted my Facebook Messenger. One sec, let me mute that shit. No, it has been muted. That's weird. I just looked on Facebook and it's just a picture of sausage fingers. big picture of sausages. I'll tell you what, let me just break this up. I'm going to play you, and it's only just a quick moment. This is one of those Equinox moments. Let me just have a quick look. This is what happened just a few weekends ago. It's just a few seconds.
Build up within. Just let it drop out the mouth with a gentle sigh. Just as you ground yourself back down from that beautiful flight.
So it just goes to show that's what happened at our little satanic camp out in the woods.
Yeah.
It's actually very chilled. We weren't just all partying all the time. There was some nice holistic healing wellness.
Do you know what it was like the Thursday and Friday? Like by the Saturday, it chilled out. Everything was running. Like everyone knew what they were doing. Everyone was like running smoothly, and it was like we could chill out a bit.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, big up everyone that attended.
Just before we move on with Clown World, we've got some real nice messages.
Okay, let's have a read of the messages.
So Laura,
let's read it out.
Go on, you read it out. You say for yourself.
Right, big up Laura. She's been watching us for a very long time. I believe she is from West Country way, so she's probably been following me since the Circo stuff. Big up Laura. She says, I might have had a drink, but I absolutely love you guys. Total bloody legends, as they say down in Kerno. Yep. It's been a lovely time here. It's been a lonely time here, so I'm feeling way better for Rise Above Live. Thanks, Laura. That means a lot.
It's cool, right?
No, it is really cool. It is really cool. And we do get a lot of messages like that. You know, I would have gone mental if it wasn't for you guys. And I'm not going to lie. Over the last couple of years, a lot of the messages and emails have been a lot darker than I would have gone mental. And I think everyone knows what I'm talking about, you know. Maybe some people said they wouldn't have been here if they didn't have some sort of escape on a Friday night or a new community, a new group of friends.
Some people came very close to not being here, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're all sort of we feel very blessed and very fortunate to be able to, you know, give up a little bit of time during the week to provide this space for people that are literally immersed right up to their eyeballs in Clown World, but their head is Rise Above.
We're a nice break from Clown World, aren't
Yeah.
we? You can escape Clown World momentarily for a few hours a week.
Yeah, but let's address this right now, because here, what we're doing though, we're looking at Clown World and this stuff, but the reason we're doing it is because I talk about this recatalyzation. I think it's a very important process. You can't necessarily ignore this stuff. You can't just ignore it and let it go away. So maybe
because they'll do it anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll do it anyway, and you'll still be bombarded with it, bombarded with it, whether you like it or not. So maybe that's why I'm getting this feedback. That we need to keep looking at the stuff, picking it apart, saying how ridiculous it is, because I think for some people it's very important for them to know that, oh fuck yeah, that's what I thought about it too. It's not just me.
Yeah, affirmation.
While everyone else around them is going, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Cut your balls, your kids'
masks at the ready,
off.
body mutilation, all the rest of it.
Oh, you should do this. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
For that one person.
Suicide injections.
We don't. We meet every week.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than once a week. And we're.
I remember back in 2020 when we started doing the show. It was right in the middle of the COVID unions. Onslaught
and everything
like
was
in the
different for
lockdowns and
us.
stuff, and it was at the point when Lord Potato Head was putting out the warning for 10 p.m. curfews and shit like that. That was being talked about.
Yeah, mate. I
remember
was showing videos of people getting arrested.
Yeah,
I
remember coming round there on a Friday night every night, and it was set to be like a stealth mission in case the COVID union fucking pulled me over on the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, my mum and dad's friends, they had their son come round to see them in their road. They're all 70 years old around there. He got arrested and fined for going to see his parents. And mum and dad were like, when you come around and see me, bring a bag and put some paracetamols in it. Say you're bringing medication. It's like, no.
Just go around there.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
So, it's funny though, isn't it?
It is funny.
They actually went that far to fine you for going to see your own parents.
Yeah,
I think that's fucking brilliant.
It is brilliant. It is funny, but we do have to remember that not everyone had that network around them to instantly be strong and say, that's total bullshit, I'm not taking part. Because I remember, I'm not going to lie, in the first 2 weeks of the Soviet Union, when I was wearing full hazmat suit because I thought there might be a Chinese bioweapon, right? I remember Pete was coming around my house. He's like, yeah, I've been there and I've been doing this. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's bollocks. I'm just carrying on as normal. And meanwhile, I had actually worn full rubber gloves to the
I remember. Huh?
Yeah, and I was like, nah, mate. I know what the Chinese Communist Party is capable of. I have to be sure.
That's right at the start.
Yeah, no, that was that was in March. Yeah, still in March. Yeah, crazy.
I remember
shit.
the first day of the lockdown was the mask mandate. I got up and I went to the supermarket immediately, 8 o'clock in the morning, just strolled on in there with no mask on.
Is Billy still with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Is another call coming through? Have you accepted that call? So no.
Billy's on hold.
Oh, you put Billy on hold? Have you
I did, and then it's gone anyway.
Oh, right. Okay, so you just basically cut Billy off?
No, I put him on hold. And he's just...
You're getting back?
Cool, yeah, I'm going to get him back.
Did I say Alex Jones was calling us?
Yeah, it did, yeah. I know we've got someone else calling in.
Oh, just accept it. It's a free-for-all. It's a call-in. Hello, welcome to Rise Above.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Hello, we've met. Andy, you did me a cracking deal on a hoodie and a T-shirt.
Oh, is that the dark card?
Oh yes, I remember. Yeah.
Hello there.
How are we doing?
I think you just barged everyone out of the Skype line and just got straight through. Didn't you?
Listen. Some powers, right, take the path of more resistance and get through every time.
Is that right?
Apparently so. I do apologise. Did I interrupt there? I've stepped out.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Like Lance said, it's a free-for-all. Shout out to Billy Watson. It's great to talk to you, my man.
So to be clear, it was customer service, right? So you're at my beck and call. You're like a civil servant now, yeah?
Well,
we work for the people.
I mean, don't worry, I'm not a civilian, so it's okay. But I'm just saying, if that's the level we're at, it's all good. I spoke to you in the woods briefly, Lance. I thought,
yes, you did.
I get so sick of my own voice sometimes, and I thought, well, the best thing I can do is really, because I speak to so many people about this. I thought, why not just have a bit of a group one tonight? I'm a bit tired, but I thought I'd give a quick call.
Of course, get it off your chest, mate.
So thanks, because it's a gripe. I've got a gripe. So this is my gripe. It's and this is the problem to anyone that's listening. It's one of those gripes that, sometimes like when you watch the almighty, the Juan, amongst others, the Vag, and you're listening to something and you're like, I'm not buying that. I don't buy that. No, that's too much of a, that's a coincidence, or whatever. And then you listen a little bit more and you're like, oh, hang on a minute. That all makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And you very quickly start to learn that actually the only way through some things is to have a little listen. And even when you're thinking, I don't know, have a little listen, because it might come round to something far bigger than what you initially imagined.
Listen, right, when I've been doing research over the years, even 10 years ago and stuff like that, when I fucking knew what was going on, I would look into something and then I might either believe it or disbelieve it, but then I can go around in 2-3 years and look at it again and change my mind, because I've gained other knowledge from other things and then come to the conclusion that is...
Like the Earth not being a round spinning ball.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. God. By the way, can I
But
just
no one
say,
should be ashamed of that for, do you know what I mean? It's what research is.
I don't
Everyone's
even
looking
think
for the truth.
you get to a point where you just don't. The last thing on your mind every day is that we're on a round ball. You're just not on one. We're not 100% sure what it is. We know that, but it's just not, is it? It's just all a fucking lie. Anyway. Side note. My gripe is to do with grammar and English, and people might think this is a little bit boring initially, but I'm going to run through it. Can you give me a minute to do this?
Of course. Yeah, go on.
Let me talk to you about the grammarians of the world. The people that cannot be tested, the people that you cannot change unless you're in the Swabian Empire and you're allowed to change what things mean. So let's go back to the grammarians, who we can't mess about with. And this is the bit that will bore you for about a minute, but get over it because it's worth it. It's important. This is the underpinning of it.
We'll stick with it.
Yeah. Hang with it. It's worth it. Trust me. I've followed it. I'm trying to disprove it, and I can't. I've been on it too long now. So basically, in grammar, you can only write your name. I know it's this straw man thing. Ignore that for a second because it's bigger than that. But the straw man thing is basically this. Your name can only be written in capital letters in 4 ways in English grammar. 4 ways only. 4 ways in the entire realm. This cannot be spelt any other way grammatically correctly. It just can't be. It can't be. It can spell 4 ways. One is sign language, finger spelling. You write it on the palm of your hand in capital letters with hyphens. But because you're not spelling your name Lance with hyphens, it ain't finger spelling because it would be debased. So, all right, it's not that. How else are they spelling your name? Is it legalese? Well, show me the legal dictionary with the reference for the name Lance and what the meaning of the name Lance is, because I don't understand legalese. They can't. There's 2 ways left. An acronym. What does Lance stand for? That's not a thing. It doesn't. It's not an acronym. The only other way you could write your name, this is just an interesting in the background, is as an implied or declared limited company. Sainsbury's, BMW, General Electric, Spar, whatever you want, always capital letters. Interesting point and essential as well. Ford, when you look at the trademark, the logo, they've captured every letter in uppercase and lowercase under a trademark. So you can't mess with it either way. But the company name, a company's house, will be capital letters. There's only 2 companies under England Limited in the whole entire world. That's Companies House and Trademarks House. They own everything. They own it all. They have to. Nike can only have 1 company in the whole world. And an interesting fact is a limited company is a legal dead entity. So given that there can only be 1 in the entire world, surely your legal dead entity, the capital letters that you are, the very name that's been traded on the stock exchange for your entire life, your weight in gold in fiat currency, plus what they estimated you were going to earn in your life, which is why your father's name is on your birth certificate or your certified copy of an entry. It's not even called a birth certificate. And they've been trading you this whole time as a company. Well, there's only one thing that company can be, ladies and gentlemen. There's 55 million people looking at what's going wrong in the legal system. They're looking at the law system. Forget legal. Go straight to law. Go straight to companies. There's only one person that can own you. At the moment, it's the Crown. When you buy that, so if you went and bought McDonald's tomorrow, you'd be a satanic billionaire. But no one owns Lance Limited at the moment. So when you buy it and you make it dormant, that means you put it. So I tell you what it's like. It's an ecclesiastical side here. You've got the financial side, all the the banks and everything. This is the birth certificate stuff, but you've also got the ecclesiastical side. So we're closing down your trust. It's like your citizenship, Lance, for instance, with capital letters on the side of the ship, like it is on all ships because it's a dead entity, is sailing around the maritime waters of the United Kingdom at the moment. You haven't realised it's full of money, but the private companies, the pirates, are jumping on and off and getting all their payments off of it. You didn't even know your boat was there. So now what you've done is you've bought your boat for 13 quid, your company, and you've tied it to the land, HMRC, England's, Her Majesty's Revenues and Customs. So you've now got your ship, you own it, and you've made it dormant. It costs you £13 a year. When you make something dormant, you put an executor on the door. That means that this executor stands on the boat, the door of your boat. No one can get on your boat anymore. No one can take anything off that boat. You bought it. All bills before you bought that boat are now nothing to do with you. All bills moving forward, forget about it. You can't get on the boat. There's an executor on the door. It's dormant. That is a stalemate in the legal world. Game over. Never let your
Could you just repeat what costs £13 a year? So people are asking.
Fucking mate, it's £13 a year. And do you want to know what else?
What is it?
To buy your shit back.
What's the name of it? How do you do it?
Okay, so let me tell you a few things that cost £13 a year because they're the same thing, ecclesiastical and legal. The first thing is your confirmation statement at the church. So that's why you're meant to do it for the first 7 years. That's why the royals do theirs, to prove that you're living. And it costs £13. If you want to buy a limited company, go onto Google or wherever you want to go, Google, and type in limited company, company's house. It'll bring it up. Don't go anywhere else other than the government website because it's time to close down what they've done to you. You want to talk about owning your stuff. When you do this, they can't bill you anymore. It's game over. I'm nearly 18 months into this, and I'm telling you now, it's dying down. And I went through a lot of turbulence. I've even had 2 bailiffs come to my door who say, see you later. You're looking for a company. The name is on the door.
I remember chatting to you about this at Equinox, and we had a brief talk for 5 or 10 minutes about it.
But I'm doing it, man.
Mate, it's really good. Do you know what you should do? You should do a presentation on this.
It's so.
You should put together a proper presentation because people need to know about this. If you know, obviously,
we document what's happened.
Let me show you the end game. Let me show you the 2-part end game. I won't go through the detail, but let me show you the end game because it's hard. This is when I said you have to hold for a sec. Watch this. You buy the company that differentiates you from the living and the capital letters. That's the company. So you own that dormant. Then you trademark it for 170 quid, uppercase, lowercase, whatever you want, all of it. They can't write to you anymore unless they pay your trademark, which, you can charge that 50 million a year if you want. And then you go and get an enrolled deed poll for your name, but you change it to uppercase, lowercase. You hyphenate it slightly so that it's like a twin first name and just a surname because that's a legal entity. When you do all of this, not only do you shut down the trust, which stops them trading and making all that money on you, you're worth millions. When you die, they go to the coroner, the crown, and they cash in your death certificate. You're worth loads of money dead to them, a lot of money. So you've got that side of it. The other side is, what about the trust, ladies and gentlemen? You're worth millions. The way you access it is with the financial security instrument that is the birth certificate. But that's as far as I am. I've got the 3 documents I know of at the moment. I know there's a lot of people looking at this. There's a little academy I joined. And when we figure it out, you will understand how to access your own account at the Treasury, because that's what the banks do for your mortgages. They use your birth certificate to access your Treasury. That's why it takes 3 days. I've got someone that can't pay her mortgage anymore. When she pays it back, they go to put the 500 odd back into her Sesta QV trust. The other 500 goes off to them as their sweat equity interest in her. They're putting the other 500 back in because no one can hold it. They can't get it back in her trust. So what I'm saying is it's deep. It's deep. There's a big financial thing at the end where we could get the money that we're owed. And on top of that, there's a method here where within their very system, they're billing a limited company. They have to. So if you own it and make it dormant and understand what you've done and trademark it, they pretty much can't bill you, because if they're making money out of your name, that's a trademark infringement. It's a big problem for them. I'll say no more, but I wanted to just get it off my chest.
Interesting angle, I must say, mate, and I wish you the best of luck with it. So you say you're 18 months.
Keep us updated and keep documenting what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear
I'll
about it.
update you. I'll keep up to date. Guys, I'm going to let you go. That was a long time, but to touch on it, next time I'll let you know how things are going, because I'm getting near to that point now.
Have you got if anyone listening or in the comments is interested in this, is there some way, have you got like a website or something to point them to?
No. What I would do is I would say this to them. I'm standing on the shoulders of absolute giants. The guy that I learned from, it took me about 3.5 months. It was listening. It was all on YouTube, completely free, but he took it all. Someone took the piss. He's taken it all down. He's turned it into a Patreon because they started trying to set up like trust things on Telegram and make money. He's not about that. He's about educate yourself. This system's coming down. Make sure you got your paperwork. Not that it matters, but it's going to help you. And it was the Hornsey Wood Academy. Now, the only way you're going to get, I'm lucky because I thought this is all going to go down. There was 170 Teams calls up on YouTube, but they all went down. I got the lot off before they went. I knew they'd go one day. But what I would say is he's got a Patreon group. I'm not promoting him in any way, shape or form. All I'm saying is this is my journey. I started listening to him and I got out of my Soviet Union tumble dryer and I used the skill set I'd learned on researching to apply it to this. Within 3.5 months, I owned all my legal fictions and I own my sons. I'm well on my journey. And I totally believe what they're saying is true. I'm convinced until someone proves me otherwise. And other people say it too. A lot of these other guys you interview, I noticed them coming around a little bit to this as well. I've even spoken with some on the Hornsey Wood Academy. That was where I learned. So if anyone wants to learn, you have to look it up. It's a Patreon thing. It's Hornsey Wood, HORNSEY. WOOD, Hornsey Wood Academy. I'm not promoting him. I'm just saying for me, he was it's about having, like with you guys, I find you really palatable. When you saw me up in the woods, can we just digress? Equinox.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Did you have a good time?
Jeez, did I have a good time? Lance, did I have a good time?
I saw you had a good time, mate.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
I had to leave my mate stuck in the middle of a field laughing in some kind of time bubble, right? I managed to climb what I call the mountain. It wasn't. It just depends what frame of mind you're in. But I'll come up to you guys and I'm like, all right, Lance, how are we doing? You're like, oh, yeah, all right, mate. I'm like, spangled on love, we'll say. We're spangled on love. And what's his name? What's the little guy with the glittery beard he had on his face? Oh my God, this is me. I'm never like that, man. I'm like, right, everyone, free stop security. Everyone get here now. Come in. You are This guy is suspicious. You are suspicious.
I remember it very well.
I'm so sorry. I was absolutely I was in another dimension.
You're just enjoying yourself, man. That's the power of Ra.
It turns out he was in exactly the same dimension. We just hadn't passed correctly. And I was like, oh, my God, the next day we were all cuddling and that. And he's like, mate, you were spangled. I'm like, I can't imagine what you must have thought. I didn't know what I thought. It was crazy. It was great, mate. Had a fantastic time.
Awesome.
And thank you ever so much for putting it on.
No worries, mate. I hope you come to the event in September.
Yeah, I don't know if Ireland's ready for me, but all others maybe.
No, we've got one near Hastings as well. in September.
Yeah, I half the workforce get lifts down with me, right? They work flat out. You know what I'm on about.
It's all good, mate.
Yeah, lovely. Had a great time. I'll leave you to it, guys.
All right, thanks for calling in, bro.
Lots of love. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Rise above, generate.
Right, let's have a 5-minute break.
Rise above.
Right, there's no DJs and no music this week, but I have got a special video from Equinox, which is music. It's Inspector Veg versus Comprehend. It's 4 minutes long.
Oh, this is brilliant.
It is brilliant. I kind of wish I could watch it again, but I'm just going to go to the toilet quickly. Guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
They never gonna follow the rules they bring. One for you better know that I'm a king. Kill indigenous and medical prisoners, and that's the real reason I do my thing. Like feed the matrix, stand up, no one can see in the matrix. You gotta watch what you eat in the matrix. Can't process me in the matrix. Life ain't fair in the matrix. Drink booze if you're there in the matrix. You gotta learn self-care in the matrix. Who's gonna need Tupperware?
Too many thoughts in my head with this feeling of boredom and dread. I feel sure that I'm dead in the morning. I'm drawn to my bed where I'm pointed and squatting back. Yo, I don't need the cash, I just need some goals like a FIFA match. I don't see no light, need to FIFA match, but I guess my life isn't deep as that way. I was 20 with plenty of energy, next thing I know I was empty in therapy, hoping to better me. I was fully through primary and secondary. Now that I'm older, I do what I gotta do. It's not your life, so why should it bother you? You ain't got a clue what I'm going through. Now say nah.
Yo, break the teeth with the ungodly. Hit him in the cheek with the truth, there'll be no apology. Babylon can't swallow me, seas in the dirt, man, kill the economy. Walk beside me, don't follow me. If you want herbs, then follow me. Yeah, speak true words, but I don't need a holiday. Electrons under my feet like wallabies. Subdue the nation, destroy the wicked. Meditate till I don't know who Chris is. Kidnap the fisherman, save all the fishes. Bless the whole world with alkaline dishes. Grant God's wishes and discipline frees us. Like the book, but I don't beg Jesus. Think less and let the heart lead us. Does the supermarket really feed us?
Really? Met this guy last night on stage. Trust me, I got way too wave. I was sitting there sinking. Yo, I was inside of the place. He gave me these pills. I was like, yo, fuck it. You don't live twice, my mate. So I took fucking one pill of them and I was like...
Hey. Pull off the right, start fasting. People are eating junk food that's self-harming. Something sour, salt tea that's calming. The Friday night freak show was alarming. Elevate in the bed, the devil seems so charming. Push up the land into the quicksand, getting far by the farmers keep on. Yo, fuck a CV. I don't want to fill forms in, nah, that's boring. I'm tired of warring. Herbs in 1 million, I'm getting more thin. Preach peace, cause of the wars they're causing. A lot of people in the game all gone lame. Talking that climate change conforming. The beast is bringing new laws in, taking the piss like the dip under my foreskin.
I've been here, I've been there. Trust me, but I know that I don't give a stare. I've been trying to get this tan on my face, but I know that this is this rare. He's sitting here inside of the forest, got no signs, it's not obvious. He's got his fucking feet out. Yeah. We should have done the same, but trust me, man, I come for fame. I've been doing whatever I need, man. I've done the claim. I've been fucking getting these potatoes inside of my veins. Yo, I know that Inspector Veg needs this shit. Trust me, we woke up from a hard night. Trust me, man, I need this.
Come to your party, empty head like ramen and Maharshi. I'm pulling out parsley, rolling with the electric army. Babylon sending the whole world army. Don't want Gucci, don't want Versace, man, I gotta go deep, get to Samadhi. Meditate every day and do Pilates, so don't offer me K on your car keys. I don't need a watch, I'm the watcher. Don't drink coffee in Costa. It's just right here, I never lost her. So you won't see me sipping on a poster. And I don't need a watch, I got powers like Austin. What's right here, I never lost in. Merge with the one, I don't care what it's costing.
I'm not even joking, police try to put you behind the bars, but behind the rapist stealing hers. Locked up G.O.P. got a P up, then the cops got lost. What's the cost? Support young guy behind the bars and it's got to stop. Keep on grinding, use that violence, speech that silence, speech that license, let's be real. How did I violate? How am I violent? Protest, that's alright, and oh, you can't take it away. I'm pissed and they ask me why. F-E-D-V-I-G-P, I-G-V-U, double L-Y. Not all cops are cops, when I see the fed, I'ma leg it like I'm Hussein lad. I'm not even joking, there's good, there's evil, there's worse than we the people. Clear line between us and them, they're trying to divide. You and I don't even get no slice of the pie, not even a bite or portion. Let's work for day and night extortion. Fight this fight, my fists up high. There's too many people losing their rights. Fight this fight, my fists up high. Too many people losing their rights. Fight this fight, my fists up high. Too many people losing their rights.
Let's start. Keep it going, keep it going.
Unlucky Inspector Veg. He's like, yeah, keep it going, cuzzy. I got another verse, cuzzy. Nope. That was the end of
Comprehend was done. He was tired.
He'd already comprehended himself out by that point.
Michael'd himself.
Fully Michael'd himself, right. Okay, we are going to finish at midnight tonight, just a 3-hour show. So we have got a bit more Clan World, actually quite a bit more. Let's get through it. Let me share that screen, just like this. Here it is. Right, so up next, Sausage Fingers coronation. Look at this. The King's coronation. Cross-containing shards used in Christ's crucifixion to be used in the procession.
Wow.
But they're actually saying that
the highest possible ranking of the solar death cult.
He's actually going to be coronated behind closed doors, apparently, Andy PG. But it's not going to be a public event. So what are you doing using shards of the fucking cross that they nailed Christ to?
What, are they filming it, though, for the peasantry? Or are they just going to get to see?
What, you think they're going to see those shards of the cross? No way.
No?
No way.
Well, then they want to flash them about.
Nah, they'll just say they're there. It's like last time old El Lizard Breath appeared in public. Well, yeah, the last time. The death parade. They gave them... No, before she was dead, they used a hologram. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Sorry, they used the hologram so many times, I almost forgot. But yeah, so... You know,
they love a Queen Lizzie hologram.
What the peasants being told that they're there to see, what they've queued up hours, maybe days, maybe weeks to see. They don't even actually need to see it. They just need to be told that it's there. So, yeah.
This means nothing to me. Like some cross-containing shards used in Christ's crucifixion. It wasn't even a fucking event. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even an event.
Well,
no, that might upset some of our demographic, but
even if you believe it was, the people that are getting coronated here are basically the descendants of the people that nailed Christ to the cross, aren't they? Yeah. You know, the Romans and their bankers, right?
Yeah.
Their priest class. You know, those people.
The Soviet Union of the time.
Yeah. The progenitors of the Soviet Union, the ancient Soviets.
Ancient ones.
The Pharisees, yeah. At the end of the day, that's the fucking Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab of the times, or their masters rather, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, it would be their masters.
So, you know, what do we think about a story like this? It's pure bollocks. It's total peasantry.
Oh, yeah,
it's actually shite. No, that's not
Clan
Clanwell, but what are you doing?
Where's Michael?
How dare you? And then, obviously, to the right, for the coronation, you need to get down on your knees for sausage fingers, you dirty peasants. But you don't want to break your kneecaps when you go down, because if you do, you might not be able to stand against curtsy.
Well, you need to go to work as well to pay for all the extravagancies of the COVID.
And also, you need to get up so you can get down on your knees again next time.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get up, then it doesn't make sense. So lose your dignity, but save your knees. Food vouchers accepted as payment. Wow. I think I can't. I don't know if Auntie Cody
this
said
can't
this to
be
me.
real.
Are we asking if this might be real?
This is how fucked up Clown World is. You don't know if it's real or not. Sometimes, like it's that retarded.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Night owl.
So we've got
wow.
We've got Grandmaster Ginny. He's been schwabbed together with Big Lizzie. Wow.
Yeah, I've got £15 in my wallet.
It's more from Auntie Coviet.
I'm
going to silence you, answer your microphone.
Yeah, sorry. We're just sorting out a takeaway. Just didn't want anyone to hear
I saw
on
this.
the microphone what kind of filth I was ordering.
I saw this on social media.
No, go back.
No, we've done.
Well, okay.
If you want to get in on Grandmaster Ginny, Big Lizzie.
I could wax some lyrical about it for a minute, but you know, we're not trying to fill time. So right, okay. We're getting close. What is it? May 6th. He's supposed to be coronated.
On Sunday.
They were saying that this life-size bust of King Sausage Fingers is made from 17 litres of melted Celebrations chocolate.
Half of 33.
Didn't even clock that. Obviously, I said this is crafted from the condensed lard of 33 chipolatas, but that's ridiculous.
Oh, so close in the comments at 34 others.
Because there's a 3 with 12 too.
Yes, there is, yeah.
But obviously that's a ridiculous comment. It'd be more like 330 chipolatas, maybe 33 Cumberlands, or 33 Benders. You know, those big sausages from Wimpy. They're like
I'm not familiar.
It's called a Bender.
Oh, right.
A Bender in a bun. Have you ever been to Wimpy
I've
when
never
you were a
been
kid?
to Wimpy, mate. No.
Well, not even when you were a kid.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Wimpy has gone full stop a long time ago, but they had one in Poole High
I
Street.
remember what Wimpy was. Some
The
fucking
Bender,
American.
the Bender in the bun was like it was like a Cumberland sausage, but it was sort of like a whirl, like a spiral.
Swirl.
But it was like like a massive, like a fucking plate like this.
Like AI fingers.
Yeah, basically. AI sausage fingers on a plate or in a bun. A Bender in a bun, they used to call it. People that are like ain't from the UK watching what these guys talking about. But no, it was a real thing. So, yeah. I mean, what's next?
It's just more retardation.
It should have been made out of sausage meat. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it should have
wasn't.
been made out of sausage.
Okay. Right. Oh no, this is back about the peasant alarm. I should have put this earlier on.
That's all right.
So okay, for just 1 minute on this, please. They are looking to do an alarm thing on Sunday. There are 97.23 million mobile connections in the UK. Wow, so a lot of people have got more than one phone. 85 million active mobile devices, 12.2 million connected things, Internet of Things, precursor, see that?
Yeah.
Connected things. 98% of adult population have a mobile phone, making 1.37 active connections per head of population. Now imagine all of them going off at once, all at the same time. Now you'd have to send a frequency and a wave across the UK at exactly the same time to every phone. Now trust me when I say turn them off before 3 p.m. of the day. Oh right, so he's actually more concerned with the frequency sent out to the devices rather than the frequency given off when they go off. Because what he's saying, to get that many devices to go off at once, 1.37 devices per head for every single person in the UK.
Yeah.
That's a huge output signal to get all those devices to go off simultaneously.
Of course.
Right? So this is the reason that the Rise Above crew were like shielding themselves in a car park in Netherfield. When first of all Steve's peasant alarm went off, then Magic's, and then my tablet went off. We were so disappointed in ourselves. Such a poor show. So now Rishi Sunak pleads with Britons not to turn off emergency alerts on their mobile phone.
We got a name for Rishi.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire. That's
silly.
Yeah, with the Ralphabet.
Big up Dom and Chris. Yeah, that's why next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should address that right now. Next week, there's not going to be a live show. What we're going to do is we're going to broadcast stuff on various Rise Above channels. Me and Andy PG will be round here. We're going to be working on the new Ralphabet. Because we can't just like knock that up in a couple of hours.
No.
We need to spend some time thinking about that because the next show is episode 100, and episode 50 was the Ralphabet before, right?
G is for Grandmaster Ginny.
Yeah. So
it's like Sesame Street, but for adults.
So what we really need to do next week is maybe we could broadcast the Ralphabet.
We could broadcast,
and we could actually sit here and watch it. Because we might need to press the button to like censor certain words in it. Because obviously, if you replay something, then Al Gore has a heightened level of sensitivity.
Yeah. You're on the radar.
It makes him sensitive.
He doesn't like it.
His ears perk up a little bit. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. But lo and behold, guys, although there's not a proper live show next week, there will be an evening of Rise Above entertainment, whether it's reruns or whatever. But lo and behold, the reason is we're going to be preparing the new revised 2023 Ralphabet for the week after. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a really important part of what we do. The Ralphabet, it's the dictionary of our code words, basically, isn't it?
It will help people understand the show who haven't seen it from the start.
Yeah, and there is a lot of new people that have come over, especially from Archaic's channel, who are quite new. So. And they're not from the UK either, so they might not understand a lot of our regular slang, let alone the thick Ramish patois.
Nice. Ramish patois.
Yeah, and also people have, do you know, we've also had requests to refresh people about what like Ramesh values are and stuff like that, like what it means to be Ramesh.
Like a Ramesh playbook.
Yeah, like the pillars of the Ramesh community.
Okay.
So next week we will be here in the studio, and there will be some broadcasts, but it's not going to be like, you know, this kind of broadcast. We're going to be either playing some reruns or some remixes or whatever it looks like. But me and Andy PG will be working on the new Ralphabet. So yes, Rishi
So,
Sunak.
but you're back to Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire says turn off emergency alerts on their phones. Oh no, don't turn them off, obviously, because but Jacob Rees-Mogg is saying he's already disabled it. That's pure mockery, isn't it?
Well,
obviously Jacob Rees-Mogg. Obviously none of them have the alert.
No.
But Jacob Rees-Mogg will actually tell you. Well, of course I turn it on because I'm not a fucking peasant.
I'm not a peasant.
Yeah, because he's not a peasant. He doesn't need the alert. But you lot, you are peasants. You need the alert. So, what can we say? I mean, I've heard the alert. We were near peasants when it went off. We weren't affected. Okay, so here's a big Clan World
This
story.
blew up social media as well.
Yeah, I think I heard it first from Terra Slim. He was the first person to report it for me. He's like, Jerry Springer's dead. I put him in a spliff. And then Auntie Kovic came with this meme. So it says...
He always says that, doesn't he? I've put like putting people in joints.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of a saying that Terra Slim sort of picked up and reappropriated for himself. He got, that person got built up in a joint.
He got smoked.
So what was it? Did Jerry Springer do some opera thing? He did, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was quite famous. He did some live opera thing. That was the most famous thing he did apart from his show. So this is Jerry Syringer, the deep opera. Oh, okay, I see. Very clever. The deep opera.
He was highly promotional of the Soviet Union.
Oh yeah. As you can see,
he had a
here
big
on the
reach,
right.
big demographic.
Yeah. His demographic was proper, like the most peasanty people loved Jerry Springer. I'm not gonna lie, I remember when we first had a TV.
It's like daytime TV trash, wouldn't it? Do you remember it? Be like, oh fuck.
Not my family. I mean, at school, the first time we had a TV at school, because I stayed at my school for sixth form and to do A levels, so it was like staying on at school, and then you got to watch TV in like lunch hour and break, and obviously you had 3 periods where you're supposed to study and stuff, and there was a TV, and at that point, after Neighbours, every lunchtime, Jerry Springer was on every single day.
You used to smoke with him, what's Jerry Springer?
Yeah, you go to lunch, get stoned, and then come back to school and sit there, watch Neighbours and watch Jerry Springer. And do you know what we used to do as well? Because I worked in a mobile phone shop. I had one of the first ever like affordable hands-free plug-and-play kits where you could plug any phone into it and plug it into the cigarette lighter. And I had a cigarette lighter adapter, so you could plug it into a normal plug. So basically, I could plug this thing into the wall, plug anyone's mobile phone into it, and have a loudspeaker. This is way before the years of loudspeakers on mobile phones. You can tell.
You were well ahead of the times.
So we would do prank calls in front of loads of us in the common room after we'd been watching Jerry Springer.
That's funny as fuck.
And a prank call back in those days was literally just calling a random phone number, and just chatting shit to them until they go, "What are you talking about?" Or whatever you say. It'd be hilarious. But back then, these are the day before like the internet. Really, before like any of those levels of pranks, watching Jerry Springer and calling up random people on my car hands-free kit in a classroom at school. Those were the days. Right, Jerry Springer, R.I.P. Right, Clown World food. We need to talk about this. So Carnivore UK, who just promote eating red meat all day, every day, who I don't necessarily agree with, they said this. In Europe, the EU states Nutri-scores, so this is some new like Schwabian way of seeing how healthy you are, determine how the health status of certain foods. On the left, grass-fed...
The health status, so if the farmer's kicked the cow all around the farmyard for fucking all its life.
Or if the food is some like genetically modified living organism, it's like how healthy
digital meat.
How healthy is your food? Not how healthy does it make you when you eat. It's like what, has your food got any pulse? Is it alive? So on the left, you've got grass-fed organic beef burgers, 98% beef, 2% salt and pepper, literal ingredients, maybe a bit of binder. They get
bit of glue.
Yeah, well, no, before they put meat glue in it, they just put like a bit of corn or starch or something. E grade, lowest possible rating. On the right, Nesquik. Nesquik is so artificial. Chocolate cereal full of sugar, glucose syrup, and additives gets an A grade, the highest possible rating. What else would you expect?
Oh yeah.
Give your kids Nesquik.
It's Nestle, isn't it?
Every day.
Nestle, fuck everything's poisonous that they produce.
I wouldn't even drink Nestle water. So
I remember watching a thing about the head of like the CEO of Nestle saying that people like water's not an entitlement. You should always have to pay for water. I remember that shit.
People aren't entitled to water.
It fucking rains, man.
Yeah. Cheers for that, Nestle. So, a factory in Holland prints 500 tons of steak per month on a 3D printer. The company Redefine Meat is in the race for deli meat substitutes. What, they really think they've nailed the steak so well? They're going for the deli meats, really? About 110 German restaurants are already buying meat from Redefine Meat. They're going to go bust.
It looks like beef spam.
Oh, it makes spam look good. 500 tons of 3D printed artificial food.
500 tons.
Can you imagine the scale of this? And this is only the initial stage in replacing normal human food with cockroaches and artificial food.
Well, there you go, Michael.
It looks disgusting. But here's the thing. What's it called? Redefine Meat. So I'm not going to show you the screenshots because I didn't save them. I forgot. But I did a bit of schwabery on Redefine Meat. And do you know who was the biggest investor?
Lord Gates.
The Bank of America.
Oh.
The Bank of America invested like $350 million into them. Isn't the Bank of America one of those banks that went down?
I don't know.
It is.
It's an interesting twist.
No, the Bank of America got sold for $1. And Credit Suisse invested in them as well, and they went down. Because what we found when I looked into the banks going down the other week was that they'd also given loads of money to Black Lives Matter. The banks that had actually gone down, yeah. So imagine if what you were going to do to prop up the financial underpinnings of Clown World, you should just give hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe billions of dollars from those banks to Black Lives Matter, to Redefine Meat, to fucking drag queens reading books to kids.
Yeah.
Well,
just throw it around Clown World.
And everyone's going, well, is that really a good investment? It doesn't matter because it's Clown World, and it doesn't matter because you wanted those banks to go bust already. So you just take all the money out of those banks and
just spend it on retarded shit.
Yeah, you invest it in Clown World.
Yeah, invest it in Clown World.
Yeah, so not only are you wiping out the banks and starting the financial crash, you're actually investing in Clown World.
You're accelerating Clown World at the same time.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
That'll make a good short. There you go, Slick Rick. I did your work for you there.
The acceleration of Clown World.
It's true. I clocked it the other day. As soon as I looked into this company, Redefine Meat, because obviously, do you know what I expected to find? Lord Schwab, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, all the regulars.
Instead you found the Bank of America.
Yeah, Bank of America and Credit Suisse. Right, so latest high-profile victim of coinciditis.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx. You want to read this one out on the right?
He's a great actor as well. I enjoy
to be fair,
his
he is
mind control movies.
Apart from the fact he is likely to be a satanic paedophile.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But no more heroes. Anyway, so prominent pro Britney Spears tour enthusiast during the pandemic is lucky to be alive, according to friends and family, after he suffered a stroke whilst on set. Blah, blah, blah. That's a bit about him. So down below it says Jamie Foxx was fully in attendance to all the Britney Spears tours, concerts, by July 21 as he joined action thriller film God is a Bullet, which has required its cast to be fully up to date with their digital Schwab injection. Fox also required attendees to show proof of full Britney Spears tickets while touring.
Yeah. Well, he had to pop into her tour on his own tour.
Britney Spears tour.
So, I mean, it's like I've said many times recently, I don't think that any members of the cult, no matter how high up, even...
He's another one, just didn't get the memo.
Maybe the royal members, they didn't get the memo, Andy PG. I think that it's not a case of not getting the memo. Maybe a memo was passed around saying that everyone has to take it. Because it seems to me that you have to take it and then you find out if your meat suit is compatible with Lord Schwab's
With the new digital...
glorious Fourth Industrial Revolution. If you're not compatible with the new Fourth Industrial Revolution, or you've got any Neanderthal blood in you, you're basically going to get coinciditis.
Of some form.
Or it's going to speed up some hereditary... Oh, we should be careful. So to get to what was the last part of the show, just let loose and just ruin everything. You get the idea. We all know what's going on. I don't think we need to go into any graphic detail, but just to point out, yeah, Jamie Foxx, obviously a guy in his prime, probably eats the healthiest food.
He's like the new Will Smith, isn't he?
He doesn't.
So,
yeah, he doesn't.
He's like
Like,
the Will
you never
Smith
see him
replacement.
like hanging out of a club or anything like that.
No.
I thought I muted that. Bloody bugger. It is. Look,
Bloody bugger.
It is muted. What's going on? So yeah, I mean, he's not known to have any sort of rock star lifestyle. Obviously, super good shape. Shouldn't really be having a stroke. More Clown World here. Nice little juxtaposition. I like to do these ones. Nothing to do with each other, but everything to do with each other.
Free hat in every box on the tin foil.
Yeah, get your budget tinfoil hat. And it's definitely, you need to wear a tinfoil hat to misinterpret this graph that something strange happened in 2020. Definitely put 33 layers in your tinfoil hat and double fold it.
Yeah, double fold it to 66.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you'll be immune to this kind of peasantry show.
Gen Z. Share. Oh, right, okay. So, oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, it does seem, for this graph, there is a general increase over the years of people that identify as a rainbow warrior. But if you're from Gen Z and you're born after 1997, you are particularly susceptible.
Targeted.
Yeah, the only people that it hasn't changed is basically the traditionalists before 1946. So any of our parents would be baby boomers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's like after World War.
Oh, right, we're millennials then. I thought we were I thought Generation Z was in between X and millennials. That's weird. Anyway, I think we get the idea.
Who's this from? Statista? What is this? Some kind of like fact-checking fucking...
If we don't know, for all we know,
is this a creditable source here?
Well, no, Statista, I get, is like a Clown World statistics collecting company.
Okay.
But we don't know if this has been memed.
So they're reporting on Clown World, essentially.
Whether they know it or not, they're sort of reporting on themselves.
They're reporting on Clown World.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't need this graph to show me this to know it's true.
No.
Because that definitely
because
happened.
You've purchased the tin foil previously.
Yeah. Because I've got my special tin foil hat with the built-in reality filter, I know that this is in fact an accurate graph. I don't need to see the hard statistics. Anyway, sort of on the same...
Oh my God, look at fucking...
Let's make it a bit bigger.
Mr. Schofield, what are you doing?
So that's the statue outside of BBC, right?
Yeah, the Peter the Nonce statue.
So they've replaced it with a new statue, which is less offensive. Is that Philip Schofield's aide/boyfriend? It is, yes. We know it is. 2 paedophiles with lifelong anonymity from being named after telling courts they might kill themselves if the public knew their crimes, and the police could even be blocked from identifying them if asked. What? A journalist, what's this journalist called? Matt Powell. Okay, we'll let him off. A journalist warned this may cause a deluge of anonymity and on.
Hang on, you've got a map there. MAP, map.
Oh, we have. Map power. Laura messaged again. Thank you for acknowledging me. It was lovely to hear. Rise above, always. Proper Ramily. Big up Laura. Yeah, mate. Yeah, map power.
Map power.
Fucking hell! How did I not see it? Are we just conspiracy theorists, Andy PJ?
Well, I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. I'll bring it around every week.
So yeah, just pure Clown World mockery with this. All right, we're getting near to the end of the show now.
This was straight to the point, yeah.
Yeah, this is straight to the point. Family-friendly drag show. This way to the children. I think we can all. I think Shakti would probably like to flash up this machine. We'll give her the big red button to press.
This is heavy duty as well. This will take a whole family.
The whole family
You get
of
them in
rainbow
there.
drag warriors, yeah.
Of the alphabet LGBTQ fucking mafia.
Okay. So here's something you gave me here on the right. Well, you didn't give it to me. So
Oh yeah,
I caught
this
this
is
off
a
you.
fucking statue, man. My mate sent it to me. It's like, this is a genuine thing outside. So you've got a transgender thing here in Denmark, and it's outside the fucking women's museum.
Wow, this is so great. So brilliant. We can live in this world where we can have this. An 18-year-old boy died when doctors tried to create a vagina for him using part of his colon. His colon was used because puberty blockers stopped growth of his genitals, which meant there wasn't enough tissue to do the penile inversion surgery. Trans teen died from vaginoplasty complications during landmark Dutch study used to justify child ... I've just put mutilation there where the ... is.
Wow.
Major complications began just 24 hours within just 24 hours of the surgery. I think we should rename this headline. 18-year-old boy dies after doctor's attempt. Dangerous experimental
experimental mutilation.
Yeah, experimental mutilation on him. What the fuck? They didn't think about it, right? So to make to do vaginoplasty, they basically turn your penis inside out and put it inside, right? Which in its own is horrific.
I must
enough.
admit, I'm not familiar with researching this topic.
But they're saying that this guy didn't have enough penis tissue because he'd already been taking hormone blockers, so they had to use part of his colon. Isn't your colon isn't that an organ that you need for like a bodily function?
Again, mate, I'm not familiar with.
I need to get rid of Facebook. I can't seem to stop that noise. I find,
But yeah,
are you actually speechless, Andy?
Prime Clown World. It's just I'm just trying to picture it in my head.
Basically, I think they use one of his vital organs to try and
Is this a
construct.
regular thing? Like a lot of people doing this? Is this?
No, this was groundbreaking surgery. They normally use your penis to make a vagina, but he didn't have a penis.
So they had to improvise.
Yeah, they had to improvise and make it out of one of his
So
internal
hang on.
organs.
So he didn't have the penis. So did he just have a small dick in the first place, or have Big Pharma shrunk it?
No, shrunk it from puberty blockers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So Big Pharma have.
So they really snookered themselves.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was getting at.
They could have performed a successful, wholesome vaginoplasty if only they let him grow his own penis tissue.
To be fair, though, they've killed two birds with one stone. They've exterminated a peasant.
yeah, and
it was self-extermination. They crawled onto
look how many obedient other peasants they managed to employ in the extermination.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And everyone's getting paid.
Everyone got paid
Everyone's
loads.
getting paid.
This cost millions of dollars.
It's Clown World, man.
Cost $66 million. Right, more Clown World. Must say, I think this is the work of Al Gore on the left. It's brilliant. Netflix presents Elon Musk. Enki Musk. And on the right...
Oh my... What the fuck is this?
This is modern Clown World art, performance art.
Is this legit?
Yeah, it's really legit. Yeah, I took it... I picked it up from somewhere, but I'd seen it in a magazine article.
You farmed it?
Farmed it.
Farmed it.
Freelance quantum gardener. Yeah, I mean, basically, if you don't think this is okay, you're clearly some sort of bigot. Okay, so liver cancer rates are surging in Australia and climate change could be to blame. That's real.
That's the global climate warming change in full effect there.
So what is causing these high levels of liver cancer in Australia?
I mean, how the fuck do they link that up? You know what I mean?
Can you guess what it is yet, mate?
Yeah, it's brilliant. So what's the next one here? Africa needs to take 33 million children to the Britney Spears tour.
Just to get their progress back
on track.
Yeah, that will sort them out.
So are they behind in the with the Soviet Union's timeline?
The Soviet Union's quota of peasant extermination. The population and the birth rate in Africa is just like skyrocketing. We're well behind around here.
Right. So they need to They need to exterminate. They're running out of time from their when they get their welcome plaque to the Soviet Union. It's got the timeline.
Yeah.
And they're coming towards the end.
You've gone past your expiry date. So it's not an unexplained death if you took multiple experimental Britney Spears concert tickets before you died. That's from Matt earlier on. Time to admit you were mugged off. I wonder how many times Britney Spears has been to the Sam Smith concert.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, we're just about to finish up. Just
Like,
put that there, please, baby.
this fucking thing that's on screen now, I don't know. He's clearly mentally ill.
I suggest a furnace. So this is just thrown in for good measure. Someone posted this and said that we should all get one.
I think it was Auntie Covia.
Yeah, of course it was.
If anyone, we encouraged at our conference for the launch party on the Saturday night. If anyone, we encourage things like this at Rise Above.
Probably a special prize.
You want to dress up? Yeah, you would get a special prize.
Bonus Auntie Covia memes thrown in for good measure. These are the closing moments of the show this week, guys. Call of Duty booster OAPs.
Excellent.
Love that. Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's the Schwab show.
Right. Okay. So where are we? Okay. As we mentioned, there's not going to be a full live show next week. Me and Andy PG are going to be in the studio going through the Ralphabet and formulating the revised 2023 version of the Rise Above ABC.
The Ramish language.
The Ramish language. Don't forget, tickets for RA Summit are now available. 8 to the 10th of September.
Full camping, easy to camp.
Yeah.
And there's
toilets,
drive-in camp. Like it's
got a full cafe, bar. It's not in the woods. It's not in the woods, guys. This is a totally different event. It's adults only. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the comments on Friday, won't we? Because we'll be back in the studio, and then we'll see you next week, the week after that, for episode 100, the revised Ralphabet. Guys, see you lot next week.
Rise Above.
Rise Above. Where is it gone? Rise Above, Michael.